today.
Warning. The following show features reviews from wildly unprofessional critics operating without the supervision of professionals. The thoughts and opinions held by these individuals are not to be taken seriously and do not come from a place of intellectual integrity. This show doesn't reflect the opinions of Criticless or its users. Viewer discretion is advised.
It's time to finally stop the constant flood of filth and propaganda coming out of Hollywood. Fill the airwaves 24/7 with that garbage? We gonna do the same thing.
I'm still here, you shit eaters.
I'm just trying to figure you out.
No, it's not going to be easy for you.
Why is it not going to be easy?
You're not bright enough. How's that?
What's up? What's up? What is up, everybody? Hello and welcome to another episode of Criticless Cast Unhinged. We are back and we are ready to talk about Roofman, but we're going to be doing a whole lot more than just talk about the new film Roofman. So if you're new to the show, just know, like, it's not just a review. We do plenty of other things, like, you know, we do things to help out the boomers in our in our culture, you know, help them out a little bit. We do all sorts of things. We're going to be talking about news. A lot happened in news today, and actually a little nugget of news just dropped a little bit before this show started that Fear the Beardo made me aware of. So Beardo has shown me something new that we definitely need to talk about. And there's going to be all sorts of things, a plethora of things, as well as the fact that I just got out of seeing Mercy, the new Chris Pratt film. And I'm going to tell these guys what I thought about it, tell y'all what I thought about it, and let you know if it is worth checking out in theaters this weekend, or if you should just wait until home release like it seems like so many people have been doing of late. So we'll talk about Mercy, and we'll talk about Roofman and a whole lot of other stuff. But I just want to say hello to the chat. What's going on, guys? I see you chatting down in there. We are glad to have you in here. And sorry we were a little late, but you know, that's just how this kind of thing goes. You know, this show is far more organized than it used to be. Even if my camera is not perfect and we've maybe messed it up a little bit, we blame Matt. But
Always.
either way, it's all fine. It's all good, and we're just happy to be here. So what I need to do is introduce my usual Spud Specs. We have Mr. Christopher Kaus with the lovely hair.
Hello.
Again.
Greetings.
Oh, look at it. It's just, man, it's so, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. I love it. And, you know, I took some images. Maybe I'll share it on X while we're talking to maybe lure some people in to this show. To be like, this is the reason that you come to Criticless Cast Unhinged, is for the hair, you know, and maybe if we get a super chat that's enticing enough, I'll do my hair again. But I've got a different product today, so it might do differently. It's a little heavier of a product. You know, it's not. I normally use a dust.
Play my clip. Play my clip for you.
Yes. Oh, I need to do that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
This is
right now.
Why are you gay?
Appropriate. You know, it is.
Thank
It's
you.
kind of the pot calling the kettle black for me, giving you crap about me, you know, you being a homosexual man while me, you know, talking about my hair habits.
Yeah. Guess who doesn't use product?
Yeah. That's
This guy.
That's
That's just pure dirty hair.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
right.
baby.
That's right.
This
And
is
also, you've seen him. We got Mr. Matt Verlack.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to Nice Chat.
Yeah, welcome, most definitely. And I hope that y'all enjoyed the clips that I put together. I used them on our members only video the other day, and you know, these Chevy Chase clips are just absolute gold. I had to hunt them down, make my own versions of these clips, and I'm I'm proud of it, because I'm
Good
one
job.
of the only people on the interwebs that are just making everyone aware of the crazy shit that he recently said. We all need to know.
Because he's unhinged.
He's amazing. A real natural.
A natural
A natural disaster.
A disaster
woman,
of Fred.
I think.
I mean, we can all hope to be the man that he is, when we're old and crotchety. I mean, to tell people that they're just too stupid to be able to get a grasp.
You got to be bright for one.
That's right. That's right. He's a man of many curmudgeons.
Yeah, true.
So
couldn't have said it better.
Yeah, but guys, we need to say hello to some of you guys in the chat. We've got a lot of the usuals in here. I see Eric Stratton. I see My Dixie. I see Life on Marshmallows and Jake Stanley. You should have a shirt on the way, by the way, buddy. And I saw your chat the other day saying that your wife said that your blue Criticless hat made you look like a homosexual. And
mission accomplished. We got him, boys.
Got him. You know what? Tell her she doesn't know. She doesn't know what's up. That blue hat, it's perfect. That's our yacht rock, hat. That's the yacht rock version. It's great. And it looks really good backwards. I tell you, that shirt there, that hat in that blue color looks best in the summer, especially backwards. Unless you're wearing like a black hoodie, it really pops because it's so bright blue.
Yeah.
I like it. I think
This particular one right here.
this hat right here.
Yeah.
We've got ours and Chris just
Well, you know what they say about guys in blue hats.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Way to encourage him to not wear that hat. Yeah. So, and we see Eagle Thrasher in here too. What's up, homie? But glad all of you showed up to hang. And I know that this movie, it's a little different, but it's what y'all all voted on, and it was one. We've been kind of working through some of these movies that a lot of people bypassed over this past year that might be worth checking out. And a lot of people, I think we were over 50-something reviews on Criticless for Roofman.
Yeah.
And a decent amount of people have seen it. It's on streaming now on Paramount Plus. And so we were like, hey, why not do this one? And also, it is connected to a degree to the show as well.
True.
In its nature. And we said back when it was being like running the trailers and stuff that we were going to try and see it. So I'm glad that we actually did check it out. But yeah, we're here, guys. I just want to know, like, how's everybody doing? You guys, how are we?
I'm good, man. I've just been prepping for the snowstorm.
Yeah, or ice storm.
Well, that's really what we're prepping for here is the ice that's coming with it.
Snow would be fine.
Yeah, 3, 4, 5 inches of snow would be great. Instead, it's gonna be like 3 inches of ice, and everything's gonna break.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ever.
Not all of it.
Forever.
Yeah.
For like a month.
Yeah. I have seen people saying that. They're like, if you end up in the ice band and it hits you, be prepared to potentially not have power for like a week or longer than a week.
Yeah.
And that will be bad. Not good. So if you're preparing for the ice apocalypse, sorry, I saw a guy, he was actually, he was showing like the radar, and he's like, all right, so I'm just going to break this down for everyone. He's like, if you're in this area, this is the snow area. He's like, all you need is a heating pad and a large amount of marijuana. You'll make it through just fine. He's like, if you're in this area, this is the ice band. You're dead. And so that's kind of how everybody's talking about it.
Yeah, because we haven't had a real ice storm in years.
Yeah.
So I'm not looking forward to it.
Right.
But
and inches of ice is what takes down power lines and infrastructure and all of the things.
Yep.
So everybody's getting their genies running and preparing.
Bottles of water, toilet paper.
That's right.
No, I was talking about filling the tubs.
Yep, filling the tubs up with water.
I was like, all right.
That's right.
I'll just die. It's fine.
It's right. Well,
all my shit's underground though.
Yeah, right.
It's the upside of living in a town.
Right.
So don't really have to worry about power lines in the immediate area.
Right. And you guys get fixed first also. Yeah, being in like the town limits or whatever.
That's why we're like a mile from the hospital.
Right.
So
you guys will have power before anybody.
We're always, anytime we have power outages, they're quick to get us back up and going. It's hours.
Right.
Maybe.
Right. And like Bookstore Thor's here said, though, is that tomorrow he's going to see a high temperature of 0 degrees. That sounds horrendous. You're a madman for
But see, the thing is it's not going to be that cold here.
Right.
It's the ice.
It is.
And like next week, if you look at the forecast for Charlotte, it's like highs in like the low 30s. So the ice isn't going to melt. And what makes it even worse, I went to Lowe's. So my grandmother's coming to stay with us. And I went to Lowe's because we have this area that doesn't like de-thaw.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I'll just get like a bag of salt. Just so I can throw it out there so it's not slippery in this one area. The
Right.
Lowe's was like, we never even got any salt. So they don't have any salt. Nobody has any salt except for, the government. It's a
Right.
conspiracy, man.
Right.
But
Yeah.
and AKA, everything's just going to be frozen over and we're not going to be able to get out.
Yeah, exactly. And we just don't have the infrastructure for it. Like, it's just
Oh, yeah.
not
Yeah.
there because
Yeah.
why would they keep us constantly
It's a once
prepared for
every
something?
8-year thing. So,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. It's kind of like when we get walloped by the big storms also, where it's like
Sure.
they can make it in here, and when they do, they rock us.
Right.
We're kind of in that weird zone where we kind of can get any kind of weather.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's just, you might as well toss a coin. So we'll see. So if y'all don't hear from us for like a week or so, that's why. We might be sending out SOSs through Criticless with the tiny bits of connection that we have.
Right.
So, yeah, and also I did see some Norwegian guy was asking about Criticless having any issues. As far as we know, it's working fine. It's working fine on web.
Yeah.
I don't have an Apple phone.
I'm not having any problems on my Apple.
So yeah,
Yeah.
hadn't seen any issues. So it's probably a you problem. You know what I'm saying? But maybe not. Maybe not. It could be a Norwegian thing. Actually,
Probably. I just blame Apple.
I have
Just
big
all-
news, guys.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
I have big news. I mentioned weeks ago
Mm-hmm.
that I broke down and did a DNA test.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, true.
There's been a lot of jokes flying around about
Uh-huh.
the level of
Uh-huh.
British that I might or might not be.
It's too damn high.
Probably coming back 51% gay.
that might be true. That might actually be true, but I don't think that that's the case. But I do know.
Pretty sure that's how his tests work.
Yeah, they do DNA tests and they're like gay. This is definitely what this DNA test showed up. So we had thought that I was just like full blown British for like a long time. Well,
Sure.
okay. So we went from thinking that I was Scottish
Mhm.
because that's Andrew's typically a Scottish name.
Sure.
My family had talked about that, whatever. And then like my parents did a DNA test, lost the results, and we're like, I'm pretty sure it just said we were all British. And so we've been joking about that forever. And I was like, how'd you guys lose the DNA test? Like, this is weird.
Yeah.
I feel like y'all are trying to cover something up.
Uh-huh.
The whole thing's just getting sketchy. So I did my own. And guess what?
Uh-huh.
I'm only 39% British, actually.
Whoa. All right.
Okay.
Believe it or not. I'm
Uh-huh.
also 30% German.
Sure. Makes
Okay,
sense.
makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
And 23% Scottish.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then
Yeah,
there's a little sprinkling in there of Nordic, 8% Nordic.
Nice.
Yeah. Blue eyes,
Nice.
blondish hair.
Right. Exactly. So,
Yeah.
not a full blown Brit.
Yeah.
And-
Congratulations.
Right. And Chris needs to do one of these so we can find out what type of Hispanic he
Where's
is.
my father? Where have you been?
Some mailman somewhere.
Yeah. Shoot, might be a different mom too. Who knows, man? She's got blonde hair, blue eyes.
Right, exactly. But clearly, I mean, you have a sister that looks a lot like you. So, like, clearly she also has the same
Don't
dad
insult
or
her
mom
like
or something. Right. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
growing up, we all joked that she was like the hot girl version of you. So y'all do look a lot alike.
100%. I don't know. That's not even a joke. That's just a fact. Yeah.
Ooh.
Right.
But no, I did put on a dress one time at church camp, and I had some girls do my makeup. Whatever, it was a little ton of fun. But my now brother-in-law, who was dating my sister, thought I was her whenever he saw me from a distance from wearing a dress. So
Right.
Up in the smack.
cool story.
Yeah, that is-
Oh, yeah.
I
thanks.
like it. Also, by the way, Jake Stanley said 50% gay is just bi.
That's true.
It is. It is.
That's just math.
It is true. And as Jake also said, this man is white. Yes, absolutely. That was literally the joke that I made to my wife. Is I was like, you can't get more white than I am. I'm pretty sure. Like, this is
True.
about as white as it. There wasn't any like, lots of people are like, yeah, I got mine, and there's like a little bit of Native American in there. There's a little bit of like this. Oh no, they're like this guy.
Yeah.
Real white.
You see this
Yeah,
tiny
Sienna
group of
found out
islands?
she's like an eighth Cherokee,
Right.
or it's like she's between the two, like Cherokee and African.
Mm-hmm.
And so like her dad must be like a quarter, which means one of her grandparents is a half, which means
Right.
so if you go, it's interesting because they didn't know. They have no
Oh,
idea.
really?
That's like a dark secret in that
Right.
side of the family,
Right.
apparently. That we cannot confirm beyond her father. But
Right.
the DNA isn't gonna lie about that.
Dude, these DNA tests are always stirring up all kinds of weird crap
Yeah.
about people and cause problems in families like all the time.
What if
Yes.
your parents threw away their results?
Right.
Because if turns out they're related. And that explains your terrible opinions on it.
Yes.
They're a
Also
little
not how that works.
That is
You
also not how. Actually, surprisingly enough, I didn't know that that's how this. I don't know how they get this data, but they knew what DNA came from whom. Like it was like this chunk of DNA was from this person, and this chunk was from this.
So
person.
your parents didn't take the test. Neither of them took it.
Not with this company. I don't. Or maybe they did, but it didn't connect to them. It literally just knew somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know how they know
I guess
that.
that's the X and the Y chromosomes.
I guess, and then
they can tell like
matching
what's the
markers, I don't want to talk about.
I have no magic markers. Yeah, I don't know, but it was like
matching markers.
because matching markers. Yeah, that
Yeah, markers,
magic
DNA markers.
No magic markers. That's how.
Yeah.
Oh,
God, I miss the good ones, dude.
Ooh, yeah, they were good.
The sweet, sweet smell.
But yeah, because I was literally able to spot it and be like, oh, this is definitely my dad. This is my mom, because she's
Yeah.
the one whose family said that they had German in it, and my dad had none in his side. So I was like, his was Scottish, and I was like, okay, well, there's the whole thing. So, anyways, yeah. All of these wonderful, non-important facts for all of you guys that you were curious about and had been waiting. With bated breath, and as Picklelip said, yeah, we're practically related. Yeah, that's great to know. That's great to know. You're of my kinfolk. So it is weird, it's like looking, because they can kind of even get like the regions of like where it's like the Scottish and stuff.
Yeah.
Like all of it. It's pretty cool to look at that stuff. It is. They'll probably now take my DNA and use it to create some way to like lobotomize me or something.
They'll replace you.
Yeah, replace me.
A personalized lobotomization.
Right.
With a choppelganger.
A choppelganger.
I'm using it.
A choppelganger.
He's learning.
Yeah, he is. I'm proud of you, Chris. Speaking of choppelgangers and slang and all the things, it's time, guys. It's the time. We've got the headphones on, and that means it is time for Culture for Boomers. And I see you guys are still just trickling in here. What's going on, guys? I saw Donna Hall in here. What up, Donna? I see I see some more of you guys. If I've missed you, Hitler.
J Doge.
Yeah,
Up in the hizzy.
Who?
J Doge.
J Doge. Yeah. What's up? It is. We need to find a way. We did buy something to do it and then never hooked it up.
Yeah.
To get our audio also through these headphones so that we can hear each other.
We did try to do something once.
We did. We've tried to do a lot. There's just wires all around. We don't really know what they all do. We just kind of plug things in and hit go.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's time for Culture for Boomers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the old TikToks, to keep you guys up to date. And I think, Chris was talking about choppelgangers. That's a word that we found last week, which is basically a chopped version of yourself. And if you don't know what chopped means, it means like an uglier, more busted version, or just ugly or busted. And then choppelganger is a more busted version of you. It's a clone of something. So there's more happening. And our regular go-to man here, Mr. Lindsay, has some new ones for us, and he's about to school us on all the things.
The words the kids are saying most this week. It is Wednesday, January 21st, and I wrote down the words that I have heard the most this week in the classroom. I need to know, are you hearing the same words, different words? Which words do you need me to define for you? Now, coming in at number 1 is low-genuinely. Low-genuinely. They have taken low-key and...
That's pretty good. You got it.
It is good, but it's a mouthful. I don't think anybody can... You have to make an effort.
Right.
It doesn't roll off.
Right. You'll get tongue-tied with that.
Yeah.
So also, though, you sound like a badass if you can pull it off.
Sure.
If you're like, low-genuinely. Like, what a word.
What about Lower Kenya? Are you talking about?
Lower Kenyan. Low-queefly. That's what they call it. Yeah. The lower queef.
Genuinely, and they are combining it into one word. So, Mr. Lindsay, low-genuinely, this is what I think. That is how they are using it. Oh, I think that for real. Low-genuinely, they're also talking about flow. Genuinely, something about flow state in there as well. Coming in at number 2, this one's kind of old, but they are using it because it sounds like the F word, but it's not the F word. They're just saying fa a lot. And then we have...
So that one,
that's fair.
Have y'all heard that one?
There's also that like sound bite.
It's based off. Right, the fa. Yeah. I've had to ban that one from my household because 9 times out of 10 it just sounds like they're yelling fuck.
Yeah,
like, that's when you're like, I'm getting the bell type. Say that one more time.
Yeah, that's where we've reached. I'm like, look, I'm down with all the slang. Don't yell that one. Let's just not, because you're gonna say it around one of your little cousins or something, and they're gonna repeat it. And knowing them, they'll probably just drop the F-bomb.
Yeah.
They'll say that you said it was okay. Let's just not. But yeah, fuck. If they're saying it, they're just saying the F-bomb, you know?
I have a meme that's been going around. City boy, city boy,
around.
city boy. I had a kid ask me if I did something with like the outdoors today, and I said no, and they said city boy. And then coming in at number 4, we have peak. Everything is peak. And then the last one, it's an old meme from before Christmas break, but they're saying it a lot again. Is I really wish I had a free bag of chips. Let me know in the comments what you're hearing most this week.
Okay.
Free bag of jobs. Yeah, it's another meme. So that's the thing is like all of their slang right now, it's full blown just internet culture.
Yeah, they're just meme generators.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or meme spouts.
Yeah.
Exactly. So there are a few others that my kids have been using, and I don't know if it's you know, some of these things they move around, you know, in different schools, whatever.
Yeah.
But I know that they are very memey too. There's like several of them that are like I can't even. I should have wrote it down. Because it's like a whole phrase. It has to do with the streamer iShowSpeed, if y'all have heard of him. I'm not a fan.
I'm not a fan either.
So, but it's connected to him. Something about like, it's kind of like if somebody was like, oh, pray to God that whatever happens, but it's like to do with him. But it's like, it's in the same context of like, oh, Speed, please give me whatever, like
Speed.
And there's like a whole, and they're like, my mom is something. It's a whole thing. It's weird. You might hear your kids saying it. I'll write it down for next time. My kids have been saying, I'm just like, can we stop, please? I don't like this. It's annoying.
Yeah. It's weird.
Yeah. It's
ritualistic sounding.
It is, isn't it? It really is. All right. So that's your update on the slangs. So we got to move to the funny stuff. This guy got 2.6 million views. This guy is a wild man, and this is absolutely fantastic.
Looking around 17, comments want me to fight my meanest goats in a Zorb ball. See who's boss.
Yeah.
Bro is just cartwheeling.
Those knee shots, though.
Yeah.
That was my thing. Like, he's going to break a knee.
His shins are going to be red. Oh, we're definitely going to get popped on audio on this. I didn't think of that. It's probably already happened. But yeah. So freaking wild. This is a man right here. Man's man. Takes balls to do that.
Yeah.
We're absolutely
literally clear ones.
Yeah. Luckily he had his balls covered by the orb. So yeah.
Or the ball.
Yeah. The ball's covered by the ball. Yeah. I wish I had thought about that audio. Oh, nope. Got to go back. All right. But yeah.
It's not like we were going to make any.
Feel free throughout the show to super chat because we definitely got hit with copyright. I was not thinking about that song playing in the background.
Well, it's funny you say that because Eagle Thrasher gave us a $5.
Holy
City Boys!
Yeah.
I like that one.
That's right. I like it.
Especially when Matt does it.
Matt.
I like Matt's version the best.
Let's hear it, Matt. Go again.
City Boys!
Thank you.
That's good. I like that.
I'll store that away.
That is.
For a rainy day.
Wait, hold on, Matt. All right. One more
time. Little
screen. There we no, not me.
City Boys!
There we go. That's good. I like it. That's good, Matt. All right.
Thanks.
So listen, guys, I have found an absolute treasure of a human, and I'm just going to let y'all just ride this one out. He does a lot of videos. He has made my day, and he's one of my favorite humans, I could watch this on repeat.
All right.
It's just, if you're feeling down, just put this guy on. Oh, no. You muted it. Hold on.
I'm the watermelon snickerball. Wiener man. Wiener man. Wiener man. I'm the watermelon snickerball. Wiener man. Wiener man. Wiener man.
Yeah.
I'm the watermelon snickerball. Wiener man. Wiener man. Wiener man.
This is going to be playing through y'all's head.
I'm the watermelon snickerball. Wiener man. Wiener man. Wiener man.
Yeah, right.
It's growing on me.
Bye.
Right.
Hope I make you laugh. So Leon, signing off. I love you. Bye.
This is the highbrow content everyone tunes in for.
They really do.
Week after week.
That's what the boomers need to
Yeah, well, exactly. That's really the reason that I showed that was to aggravate the boomers.
That was for you, man.
Yeah.
That man is a boomer.
Right.
He's got gray in his beard.
He and bald on his head.
He had a watermelon on it.
He has a watermelon.
Oh, I thought you were talking about cave titties.
Oh,
That too.
He got gray in his beard and he's bald on his head.
I was talking about the guy.
No, we're allowed to give cave titties crap. You know.
Oh, I know.
But yeah, and I also see
The
Irish
things
Rips.
he's
What's
done.
up, homie? He said AI. Do y'all think that was AI? Him
What,
getting
the
slayed by
goats?
the goats? I don't think that was AI.
I will say he was getting flung pretty hard.
He was.
He must have been helping them because he's a
Right.
big dude. That is not some me-sized man.
Right.
Uh,
I wonder.
We're
The
gonna
lighting's
go
a little
flying
weird.
that
I mean,
far.
the sun's
He had
setting,
to
I
be.
guess.
I can typically spot AI. Wait, nope. There was a moment there. The feet. Watch the feet.
of the goats or him?
Him.
Yeah, they got goat feet down pat though.
Sometimes I don't.
Speaking of
know.
flying that far. Like,
I know he does get
goats are strong, but that's a bigger dude.
But I
So,
think he does launch himself some. I
I
think
think
he sees it and he
helping.
like pushes off.
We'll have to see. Audience, let us know. Y'all think AI or not? Either way, still very funny, pretty awesome. But it is getting harder and harder to spot the AI. Oh no, did they do it again? Am I gonna? Oh no, they've done it to me
Oh,
again.
did it to you again.
They're gonna
Yep.
make me clear my
Done.
cache.
Oh, wet noodles.
Oh no, they've just ruined this whole segment.
Oh,
Let's see.
Right.
Oh, okay, we're back.
All of us people.
We're back. All right, guys. So, well, first, I'll show you this just because it's great. I don't think this is AI and pretty fantastic. 4.5 million views.
Oh my God, he's submarine.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh yeah.
I respect the game.
Oh my God, he's
Yeah.
submarine.
Why not?
Gone. This is some shit Chris and I would have done back in the day.
Oh yeah, yeah.
God, he's
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have we taken a boat over anything? Well, that one tree you went over on that back alley.
Yo, yeah, that was great. I was like, we can make it. It's a rental. No one cares.
They care.
Yeah. Yeah. Chris was like, no. And it was too late. Already over the tree. So,
Well, first,
yes.
couch taters coming in hot
Let's hear it.
here.
Yeah.
2567.
Yo, let's go.
7.
There we go.
Sup, Zaning gang. Not around as much these days due to work blocking Criticless from the Wi-Fi, which is a very unfortunate
That's
for you, my
messed up.
friend.
We'll
That's
find
a
you.
And I
That's
keep
a hate
missing you
crime.
guys live on YouTube. Hey, you're here now.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Mhm.
Here are some monies to make it up. What's y'all's most anticipated movies of 2026?
Ooh, interesting question.
Chris doesn't
Chris
know.
has no idea what is coming out. Actually, I have a perfect. I'm gonna let you. Couch Shader. You can get your bang for your buck here. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what we're gonna do here? We're gonna go. Hold on. Is it showing on screen?
Nope.
Okay, good. All right. Let's see here. Most anticipated of 2026. Bang for your buck here. This is what you got. Here's my list. I made one. Most anticipated. You can find it on Criticless when you're not at work. My top 5. Good luck, have fun, don't die. Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat 2, Werewolf, from the guy that did. I'm having a brain fart. Nosferatu.
Oh,
And the Northman.
Robert Eggers.
And Robert Eggers. Thank you. One of my favorite.
It's gonna suck.
What? Oh, you don't like
movies are boring.
They are.
I never reviewed his last one because I fell asleep twice during it.
Oh my god.
Jeez Louise.
Dina also didn't review it because she fell asleep watching it.
Gosh.
The Northman.
No, that was years ago. Nosferatu.
Time.
Nosferatu.
Oh, I got it.
Nosferatu is not his strongest. A lot of people love it. I think The Northman is his best movie. I
like The Northman.
I think Northman is his masterpiece.
I didn't like The Witch.
The Witch.
That was boring.
That
was boring.
You have to. He's a specific type. He's either your
He's a
brand or
boring type.
I mean, or they call me the TikTok kid. You are clearly the TikTok kid if you can't sit through his movies.
No, I said through them and I'm bored. It's not that I'm grabbing my phone. Like I was so excited about The Witch, and then I was like, this is a dumb movie. The Northman was cool, and then everything else I've seen of his, I'm just like, I don't.
The Lighthouse?
I haven't watched The Lighthouse yet.
You probably wouldn't like it. Well, I don't know.
No, he wouldn't like it.
It's short attention spans. Yeah.
I also didn't care that. I wasn't as hyped. There's some people who are like really giving the old
It's one of my
balls and suck job on The Lighthouse. It's a good movie,
right?
But I'm not gonna give it a blowy for free.
Right.
Yeah.
And then last up on there is the new Resident Evil, because I'm just super curious. And Zach Krieger's doing it, the guy who did Barbarian and recently Weapons, 2 films that I adore. So I'm excited about him doing Resident Evil, but I have no idea. It could be terrible because it's his first IP, movie.
Yeah.
Not an original creation.
Right.
So I don't know. And then honorable mention here in 6th place, Masters of the Universe. But yeah, go check out my list. And actually, Masters of the Universe we'll be talking about later in the show.
Yeah, I just watched the trailer.
You
for
did?
it
Okay, good.
today.
So you've seen it, so we can talk about it then. So yeah, so to answer your question, that's my most anticipated. I don't know if you guys had any that were like high.
I'm excited for the new Super Mario Brothers.
Okay.
I honestly don't even know what's coming out this year. I've just been really bad about like being in the loop on new movies until they kind of are coming out, and then I'm like, yes. Like I'm excited for the new Silent Hill that comes out next week, but I didn't know it was coming out until last weekend when I was looking at the movies, and I was like, oh shit, Silent Hill comes out, a new Silent Hill.
Right.
And I feel like they're just sneaking that one out. I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing since we're in January and they're sneaking out a horror movie.
So.
Right.
And also, we did need to bring up as well, we got 5 gifties from Life on Marshmallows. Thank you very much. And I thanked you and Criticless Cast as well. And I did a members only video. So that just dropped the other day. So if you have not checked that out, or if you get the new membership via Life on Marshmallows, thanks, buddy, then you can go check that video out. It's just about some shows and things that are streaming that I've been checking out and kind of give you all my thoughts on them. Also see the Crippled Fool in chat. Hadn't told you hey yet. What's up, homie? But yes, so you got your whole bang for your buck out of that one. And JB Spooky, what's up, homie? And let's see here.
Wait, Chris, are there any movies you are excited for?
That's real nice.
We just had a list there.
Right.
And maybe something jumped out.
Yeah. Nah.
But yeah, Chris,
Not really.
I can scroll through. Can you see on the screen? Can you
No
see that?
anticipation. Yeah, I can.
You know, we got new Avengers, we got new Spider-Man, the Odyssey.
Oh, the Odyssey looked kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Rip's already out now. I've seen it.
Yeah, you saw Mercy today.
I saw Mercy today, and we will be talking about that in a few, so I can let y'all know my thoughts. So I've seen 2 on this list. There's Mandalorian and Grogu coming out, Dune 3 coming out.
Dune 3 will be good. Should be.
So those are some of the big ones.
I'm excited for Scream.
Scream, yeah, I hope it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm excited about a good bit of these. But what about Street Fighter? Right?
Street Fighter could be good.
It can be. The trailer looked cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Oh, I'm excited. I think this trailer looks fantastic.
Yeah, the trailer was fun.
Yeah. Mortal Kombat 2 as well. That first trailer they dropped looked awesome and was super funny with
and we all liked the first movie.
Yeah, we did.
We like when we reviewed it, we were all really hype on it. And I know a lot of people didn't like it for whatever reason.
Yeah.
We liked it. So I am excited for that one. It's just been a long time. Right.
Yeah.
I don't really remember.
Oh yeah.
And it's actually funny. I've tried watching it again and I get like 5 minutes in and then for whatever reason I'm just like, I'm not feeling this anymore, and I stop watching it.
Right.
So I don't know what that's about, but
it's that short attention span we were talking about.
and I'm pretty good
a little bit
taking through movies. I watch most movies when I start them.
Right.
Yeah.
So
and I do want to give a shout out. I did find, a couple real life celebrities in here. I mean, Mo Zamboni, a real celebrity that's been, on this very show. And then also Vex Electronica, who also we're going to start remoting some of these shows, Vex, if you're still in here. You're one of those that I want to bring on with some of our other folks. So I'll be in touch when we start doing that, when we kind of mix it up and aren't always doing this version of the show. So yeah, I'll be hollering at you, Vex. What up? But yes, so back on into what did I do? What did I do, guys? Why are you?
I'll holla at you, girl.
Huh? What did I say?
You just say, I'll holla at you.
What up? I'll just holla at you. Yo.
Y'all don't say that. I'll holla at you, bro.
I mean, that's how you flirt with people.
What up?
Sure.
That is, listen, Vex is the homie. She knows.
Yeah.
She knows what's up.
I'll holla.
It's just funny. I haven't heard somebody say that in like 15 years.
Listen, I say it all the time, and I get made
yourself in the mirror.
Yo,
what up, yo?
What up, holla.
How you doing?
I'll holla at you, girl.
I'll holler at you.
You show off your chain. You're just like,
I'm like, what up?
You see my
That's
chain?
right. I thought everybody talked like that.
Not since high school.
Right. I
Not
still
since
say a
high
lot
school.
of the things that we said in high school, and I regularly get made fun of from people from people who are just like, what the
For the people, by the people,
They're like, you
from
still...
people.
All right. So, yes. Shut up. All right.
Ask.
All right. 8.7 million views here. You guys are welcome. I found an immortal being, and I'm going to introduce you.
Anne Hathaway.
Nope.
Ugh.
Hold on.
I feel happy. I feel healthy. I'm a human being.
Doubt.
I feel happy.
That's something a non-human.
First summit. How do you feel about garlic?
Yeah.
Like two truths, one lie. Yes.
He's looking off at his spaceship in the distance. So
Right,
He's kind of
right.
giving it away.
Right. Like
wink.
this one right here. Like, let's go for a little chat in the sun right out.
It's the wink though. He like
Right. He knows.
It's a subtle wink.
Right.
As he turns his head.
Yeah. Hello, my fellow humans. Yeah, he's this guy's a vampire.
That's
I
hilarious.
feel healthy.
Look at his teeth, even.
I do
I'm
like
a
his voice,
human
though.
being.
So,
If you asked me to, I'd invite him in.
right, you would, but who doesn't want to be a vampire? You know, this guy. Yeah,
True.
that's his whole thing is just him saying that, and everyone's just trying to figure out like what level of vampire this man is.
Well, he can go out in the sun.
Barely.
It's always like sundown.
I
I'm
feel
legally
happy.
blind.
I feel healthy. I'm a human being.
Look at that overcoat, though.
Mm-hmm.
My man is dapped up.
Dapper.
That's what I'm saying. He's a freaking vampire.
Yeah, maybe.
He's a vampire.
Maybe.
So vampires are real, guys. You're welcome. Yeah, exactly. Like my wife said, 4,000 years old. Absolutely agree. That is not a real human being.
Yeah.
At all. So you want to see a crackhead?
I see him all the time. Let's see it.
Let's go.
I'm right here.
Sir, you can't pay with rock here.
This is a real alien. If you look right here, you'll see.
You can't use
It
alien
sure is,
rocks here,
bud.
sir.
This is where the
Your currency is not
our
good
spinal
here.
column was snapped in half, and it was compressed right here in Oakland, California.
Yeah.
And if you understand
I do.
weight and product, this right here is most likely the intestines. This is going to give us the DNA.
Sir, I know this might be the intestines. I
Now,
cannot
that
do
little
anything
alien
about
that
them.
was being questioned, they were talking ESPN. Well, it's ESP. But that's
ES Pizzle.
I'm advertising for 'em. Anyways, you got to put it this way. That little alien, you know what he said?
She's a delight as
Wait,
well.
wait, stop 1 second. How do you feel about the cherries? Tell me how you feel about the cherries.
He
first.
shorted out.
Cherries.
How do you
Cherries this.
Oh, I
cherish
love cherries.
these
I've been looking for 13 of them.
What?
That's oddly specific.
It really is. I've been looking for 13 cherries.
Cherries. What does that mean in the underground lingo?
Right, exactly. So I just want everyone to know. Look at the outfit. Look at the get up.
Yeah.
You guys are looking directly into Chris's future.
I could be so lucky. That would be incredible. But all right, both of you, over under that tail is a butt plug.
Oh, right.
What's your bets?
Let's see. I mean,
I don't think so.
I love that that's where Chris's mind
I
went
don't know.
because, like I said,
Mine
it is
too.
coming right out of the butt.
But it looks high.
He might have a high butthole.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Don't body shame.
I'm not body shaming. I'm factoring.
Factoring.
Sure.
Factoring.
It's just science.
Yeah. I like how Mighty's like, I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, I don't know, man.
We're just here to be on Hinge, bro.
You guys are just here.
Educating boobs.
I'm educating
on crackheads.
Y'all need to
The
know.
viewers, this is your future.
Yeah.
You're not quite there yet.
Right, you're not quite there yet. But y'all just need to know what's going on in the world. There are crackheads about. And so speaking of Chris and
Oh, my future. Yeah.
his future and just or maybe his past.
The ghost of
I will
future.
warn y'all there are some F-bombs in this next video here. There's some swearing. Be ready. But
I gotta call my mom first.
I feel like
okay.
let her know she needs to just plug her ears here and there. And I just want you guys to know before this happens, this might have been Chris that committed this crime.
Tuscaloosa is a small town. So when I find out who came up in my house today while I was at work and took a shit in my toilet and left it there and wiped their ass with my favorite motherfucking towel and then drank my last motherfucking yoo-hoo, it's gonna be hell. I'm telling you, that was some twisted shit. But I can get way more twisted with it. I promise you. Small town. I'm gonna find out.
He's gonna find out. He's gonna come to your house.
Yeah.
He's gonna.
Greg would last you. I mean, that's where you crossed the line.
Yeah, and the question is, I want to know like what order of events this happened. Like, did they yoo-hoo before the shit in the towel? Like, was this a dirty booty when they came in and they wiped before they shit and then drank the yoo-hoo?
Only you'd want
and then
that
maybe
one.
went back for a double dip on the towel.
Shit.
Listen, this is some twisted shit here, Chris.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds like an average Tuesday.
Right.
You know?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I saw it and I was like, this is This sounds like a Chris kind of crime.
The only thing that I could use as evidence against myself is that I'm not that big of a fan of Yoo-Hoos.
Yeah, you don't sweet shit, so you wouldn't be over there stealing
I mean, I do like a good chocolate milk, but Yoo-Hoos are a chocolate drink.
I was about to say, yeah, they're not milk.
Yeah.
It's a chocolate drink.
Yeah. Give me that lactose.
I love a Yoo-Hoo. I love them.
Yeah.
I
I've had one.
Guilty pleasure, man.
Yeah.
I haven't had one in a long time. Back in the day when I was a trucker, I used to. That was a guilt. I'd be like, I'm having a rough day. Gonna drink me a fucking Yoo-Hoo.
Dude, it's a road trip staple.
It is, right?
Yeah.
Right.
First thing in the morning, you're taking off at 5 fucking a.m.
Yeah.
And going to Myrtle Beach of all.
Right.
Start to Myrtle.
I want some liquid chocolate water today, boy.
This is before they had like those espresso drinks. You know?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and I said espresso.
Right.
Because I'm cultured.
So
this is a good question, my Dixie. Now that the legend is spreading, I've done my duty, and now that you all know that Chris is allergic to water because he's a wuss allergic to water. He's probably his butthole probably catches on fire when the water splashes up when he's taking a dump. You know, how does it go when you like take a shower? You know,
I just get out of the shower and I got little bumps all over me.
Does it get itchy or anything, or is it just bumps?
No, just bumps.
Just bumps.
Yeah, just
little
cosmetic.
Bumps. Yeah. I wonder what happens on the inside of you. You know, when you drink water.
That's your best pickup line.
Hold on.
Gay.
But yeah, guys. So you're welcome. A lot's been happening in the world. There's a lot I want to show you, but there's just
there was news though too, right?
There is news. That's what I'm saying. There's not enough hours in the day to talk about all that we need to talk about. So I think that is going to be it for Culture for Boomers. But we have a lot more that we need to touch on with you guys. But y'all are welcome. You're welcome.
Give them some whelps
for all the culture for you boomers. What I taught you, I don't know. But let it simmer, let it marinate, think on it. And
I expect a 5-page paper next week on what you've learned today. Okay, people.
That's right.
Or don't think on it. Honestly.
Maybe don't.
As like a health warning, immediately evacuate your brain bowels.
Right. Yeah, you should probably do that. But you're welcome. You're welcome for all that. And I think it's time that we go ahead and pivot on over into the news. All right, and now I got to figure out how to use StreamYard. There's that whole thing. Yeah. So, man, where do we start? What do we do next? I think what we should talk about is what Beardo made me aware of. He tagged me in a post, and it's pretty wild. It's a mistake that a news outlet will say. I guess we could call them that on the interwebs. Made.
Sure.
Pretty funny. But also, I guess maybe true. We'll have to vet it out. But I do find this interesting, and it led to another bit of news that I was also planning on talking about. So here you go. Where do we go here? Where do we go? All right. Here's the news. Here is that the news is that I have been cast as Batman in The Brave and the Bold.
Oh.
Now in this article it says it's Brandon Sklenar, but clearly this is a picture of me.
His snout is a little bit bigger.
It is a little bigger.
A little more shape.
Maybe. Could be.
But yeah, they like to, on Bro Science and elsewhere, compare me to old Morgan Wallen. So that's who this is.
Oh,
so
that
is the mistake here. Is that this is supposed to be Brandon Sklenar.
Wait, who's Brandon Sklenar look like? Who is he?
He looks like that guy.
He's this guy.
Oh, he's that guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't look anything like that.
Not well. He kind of does a little bit.
Like me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like, especially in this area.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you.
Yep.
Just like
I got that many roles.
Yeah. But and of course this they fit in their mate Robin Fruity because they've also said that Noah Schnapp from.
But to be fair, I've always thought Robin was pretty gay.
I mean,
just like bright red, green, yellow, does gymnastics. I've literally always thought
he was a little
Robin was
a little sweet around the edges.
I'm curious what those how those colors are gay.
They just and
because they're in the rainbow.
He dresses. Yeah, I got it. Everything.
Yeah.
And it's like
a little bright.
It was like no, it's like his shirt like goes like it's not a full sleeve.
Right. He's got
And
the
his shorts are always he's got underoos. And I'm like, you look at Robin. If you're not thinking he's a little gay, then
Shots fired at Chris there. Look at that.
Yeah. Yellow is pretty gay.
Yeah. So this is is this actually okay? This is Discussing Phil. Is this the real account?
no, that's fake.
Oh, Discussing Fish.
Fish.
Yes,
This is
exactly.
fake
Okay.
news.
It's fake news.
You're feeding the people fake news.
I am, but it was pretty funny that Beardo pulled this up.
I'm not alone.
What's even funnier about it is that the link down here takes you to an article about something totally different, which is what I was actually going to talk about today.
Yeah.
But so this is the biggest rumor, though, is that Brendan Sklenar is who's going to be playing Batman in Batman.
Who is not Morgan Wallen.
Who is not Morgan Wallen. Exactly.
I'm following.
Who is absolutely not Morgan Wallen. So they made a mistake. It was either a mistake or intentional, being that it was a comedy.
Those are the only two
fake
options.
news, then it's definitely
right.
Fake.
Right.
It was on purpose that they
Right.
picked the wrong picture.
Right.
An article that's
people.
not relevant necessarily.
Right.
And
Right.
yeah.
Because the other little piece of news here that I was actually going to bring up was that they have announced that the person who's writing Batman the Brave and the Bold, which is that next Batman movie that's not connected to the Batman universe and the Penguin and all of that. This is the DCU.
The Gunverse.
The Gunverse,
Yeah.
right. People are not happy about this, and that is that they've announced the writer for the Brave and the Bold, and it's Christina Hodgson, who wrote The Flash and Birds of Prey. People are not happy about that at all. Now, I will say this. I've been public about this before. I've never reviewed it on Criticless or anything. I have caught crap for it. Don't really care. I actually quite enjoyed Birds of Prey. I think we all kind of did. We didn't hate it.
No.
We liked it.
I mean, I liked it for what it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't the best. I would have probably given it a low rad.
Right.
I haven't reviewed it either, but
I had fun with it. I think I saw it twice back when. I didn't hate it, but a lot of people are not happy about it. Also, though, wrote The Flash. The Flash had its issues. Also, movie that people hate, but I didn't necessarily hate. I didn't think that the story itself was that bad.
That's what I was about to say. I don't think the story was
CG.
bad. The CGI was the worst. If the CGI had been tight and it had been good CGI, and that comes to the writing to a degree, but not really. So I don't know. I don't have a beef with this. I think there's plenty of evidence that she can do an okay job or a decent job.
Right.
Maybe this will be that one that does a great job.
Maybe. I always try and stay on the more positive side of things, but I get people not being excited, having problems with
like the fat Robin.
Right. Yeah, that little chunky Robin down there. What's going on there?
He's so gay.
I mean, look at him. No, the thing is that when he's a kid, it's fine, but the second he becomes like a teenager,
right,
and I
or
see him
grown
dressed
man.
like that.
That's probably why he transitioned to Nightwing. Because he's
yeah,
Nightwing's bad.
That's the thing.
Nightwing's
That's
bad.
probably what he's probably like. That was a little gay. I need Nightwing now.
Right.
Red Hood.
Right. Well, yeah, one of the other Robins. Right. Exactly. So, yeah, but I am curious. I don't know if this will ever get made. Kind of like we pulled up with My Dixie's comment a minute ago.
Yeah.
Like, the James Gunverse is in turmoil. I just really, it's starting to feel more and more like my man has no idea what's going on. Also, yeah, that Robin might be allergic to water. You know?
Probably.
He very well might be.
It's our natural enemy. Water.
Yeah. So,
So I was thinking about what's his next project?
Supergirl is this year.
Okay, Supergirl.
Yeah.
I guess it's really going to probably depend on that.
Right.
'Cause, I mean, I saw that the deal went through that everyone's been on toes about, but like Warner Brothers is being sold to Netflix.
Right.
And I think I saw that deal officially went through or has been agreed on.
Yes, but it's still like Paramount keeps trying to sue them and do all this crazy stuff because they're saying that the deal was unfair and that it was not really a deal, kind of like a pre-planned deal that was supposed to be made public but wasn't. All these things. I don't know if any of that will pan out. They've got to show good evidence and proof for it.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever going to pan out. I think it's going to go through.
It probably will.
But I wonder if Netflix, because if I was Warner Brothers or if I was James Gunn, I would be trying to shoehorn in stipulations like, hey, you have to let me make X amount of movies.
Right.
for
I don't
DC or whatever.
I don't even know if he has that weight within Warner Brothers, because he's just like a kind of mini studio exec within Warner. Like he's not head of Warner; it's only of DC Studios, and he's partnered with Peter Safran. And so there's a lot of things about that. And he's made multiple comments over the past like week, basically alluding to the fact that he's like, I think he's kind of priming things to be like, they might get rid of me. I'm like, because he's been doing some stupid shit, like Peacemaker season 2 was hot doo-doo.
That's why they need a real win with Supergirl. I don't know if they'll have it.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are up in arms about the stuff they've already released, so we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I have no idea, but yeah. So next little piece of news here I did want to mention is that the He-Man trailer dropped today. The internet seems quite torn about it. Have you both seen it?
I have.
All right, so let's hear, Chris. What did you think?
I mean, the visuals look pretty cool from what I could see. I'm not like some massive He-Man fan, so like I saw it a few times as a kid and saw on TV, but I'm not excited nor depressed about this.
Right. Now I'll say Castle Grayskull looks awesome.
A bit CGI'd.
A little, yeah.
That was like my notes on this was like anything that wasn't on Earth was extremely CGI'd.
Right. Which I mean, you kind of gotta.
I know it's you have to take that with a grain of salt. Right. But then again, in the 80s, they were able to get away with this without CGI.
Right. So. Right. Kind of.
Rude.
Kind of. Sort of. Yeah. Yeah. And it depends. Like it's. Yeah, it depends on how good they pull off some of the CGI in this movie for sure. But I think some of the things in it look really good. Like this kind of almost has like this kind of reminded me surface level of like some of the aerial shots of like Wakanda and stuff.
Yeah.
Or in like the first Thor movie.
Yeah.
With
Asgard.
Asgard, like very Asgard.
Sure.
It kind of has those vibes and looks to it. There are things about this trailer that I really dug and that I didn't. It seems like they're staying true to form for so this is where I wanted to pause it. This is where people are losing their crap, and I think it's just a little weird that people are freaking out about this. Like,
well, I saw the article said something about him being stuck in corporate America.
Right.
And I was like, okay, and he wants to escape into this other world.
Right. And well, the other thing is like the he/him thing, and so it's like it's on his name tag. That's modern corporate America.
Yeah, if anybody's working in corporate America, they know that they're like you see it in people's emails all the time. And it's a brown nosing thing, but a lot of corporations are requiring this, especially if you work for the big ones. They're
and it's
LGBT.
He-Man, like that's the joke. Is he is in the name and it's funny on the modern culture.
So
thing.
how are people complaining about?
They're just like, oh my god, it's gonna be woke because it has he/him on a name tag.
Gotcha.
It's like
I see this as more of like a stab at that culture. So I could see it also coming from the other side of they're just making fun of people with pronouns.
Right, exactly. So like I think it could go either way.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is like everybody stop getting so triggered. You don't know. Like we don't know.
Yeah, you're getting all triggered over something that's nothing.
Right.
And then if anything, it's like, okay, the CGI might not be that great. That's a legitimate like concern.
Right.
Being like, oh, it says he, him.
Right.
Well, if you work in the corporate America, you know they shovel that crap down your throat.
Right. So let's just wait. Let's have a little patience. We'll see. Like it's not a guarantee.
Yeah.
Like I hope it's no, and that's the thing. This movie might suck. Like, it might not be great. I hope it is because it's one of my most anticipated movies of the year. The dude that is playing He-Man used to be very skinny. If you can tell here, he's freaking huge.
He's thick.
This guy, he a thick boy. Yeah. Like, he used to be very skinny, scrawny, whatever. Yeah. Like, he committed to this movie.
He's definitely prepped.
Yeah. So, mad props for that. Like, he literally worked out so much that he, like, just his neck and head became like one unit.
Yeah.
Like, this dude got massive. And so there's some really cool things in it. It's not all great. Like, they people are a little mad about the stuff with Tila, like
women being
right. Well, no, if I remember right, she's a redhead. They didn't make a redhead. It's from the Hispanic chick. It's another recasting of a redhead.
Sure.
So there's that. Completely understandable. Also, you'll see here, Man in Arms, Idris Elba, another race swap. He's playing Man at Arms. I think he does look pretty cool as the character. It looks like the character. I hope he does a good job. Both of them kind of look like the characters, minus the fact that the one should be a full blown ginger and the other should be a white dude with a mustache. But otherwise, if it's not pandering with race stuff, then fine. Like I can handle it at least to some degree. A lot of the other characters look really cool. I was trying to get forward enough to find it, but there's an action scene here. Looks really cool. He looks great as He-Man, I think. I hope that they don't wait until the end of the movie to actually fully turn him into He-Man. And the other thing here, obviously here, more Castle Grayskull stuff. That looks awesome. Like,
yeah,
that looks so freaking cool.
Yeah.
And they show, if I can pause it on it, but oh man, dude, Skeletor looks so good in this freaking movie. Like, he looks great.
Who's his voice going to be? That's the big question.
Funny enough, it is actually. See, look at that. That looks sick.
I mean, that does look
There
cool.
is no freaking denying.
And I hope that's not like the end of the movie reveal. I hope this is like early in the movie, kind of where he faces him, loses to him,
right?
Has to figure out how to get stronger or whatever kind of deal. So we're not like seeing the end of the movie right here.
Right.
It's Jared Leto.
It is Jared Leto. So that's what I was going to say. It's Jared Leto. But also, I could see him being able to do the voice.
Man,
it's not like you see Jared Leto's face. Like, who cares? It's just a voice. It's kind of like
a voice is fine.
A voice is a voice, right? Like, so I'm not, we'll see. So, like I said, some of it looks a little generic. We'll see. The other thing, like Life of Marshmallow said, Man at Arms is Tila's dad. So, like, how does that work? Like, she's
explain that one.
Definitely Hispanic, and doesn't have any black in her. So there's that.
Well, you never know.
Yeah, you never know.
Could be
dormant genes and stuff.
Yeah. Black man, black dad,
right?
Mexican woman or Hispanic woman,
right?
Yeah.
So I mean, and I get people, kind of having an issue with it with the current state of the politics stuff and whatever with the he/him thing. But I don't know. I'm just gonna wait because I don't think that it's necessarily that big of a deal yet. We don't know. Like, and if it's poking fun at it, great.
I think this is going to be one of those movies. I don't know what the rating is for it.
Right.
But this seems like one of those movies where all the older people that grew up with it might be grumbling, but this is looks like one of those movies that might bring the younger generation into liking He-Man. Because I didn't grow up with He-Man because I thought it looked dumb because it was from the 70s. Being a 90s kid,
right?
I was like, I don't like this, and there wasn't anything new in the 90s for us, really, especially when it came to the animated stuff. So I didn't grow up with it.
Right. We had a lot of news. We
had tons of cartoons in the 90s. Or you're just saying He-Man.
Not
okay.
He-Man.
Specifically He-Man.
Okay.
No, yeah.
I thought you were saying
great stuff, but I'm saying He-Man.
Yeah, right.
He-Man was like a 70s cartoon,
right?
That didn't age well in the 90s to me as a kid. Sure. I was like, oh, the X-Men and all that.
It's old, and you're
exactly
watching He-Man Skeletor being like, and like just being ridiculous. Like,
I saw somebody complaining about that it looked like Goofy, and then somebody responded with like clips from the original cartoon,
right.
and I was like, right, y'all can't complain about it.
Actually, less goofy than the original, so
right,
it's pretty cool. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know how it'll be. I hope it's an awesome movie. I hope it's a really awesome movie. I hope that they don't push any of the woke agenda stuff, like outside of obviously the casting is like the DEI cast stuff. I will say this: MGM/Amazon Studios is who's putting it out. We know for a fact that Amazon requires these check boxes to be made for their film.
Yep.
Period. End of story.
Yeah.
They had this property. So the thing is that might not necessarily be on the director. Like, that's one of those things where he's like, I'm having to check off certain boxes. I'm doing this because they're making me, but I still want to make the best movie that I can.
If you want a white male for He-Man,
right,
I have to do an Hispanic lady and a black guy. All right, people.
We've got to race swap the ginger because there cannot be a ginger in a movie. Period.
Right. Clearly, redheads are of the devil.
And also, yes, like Jeremy said, it's an 80s cartoon, not a 70s, Matt. So
sure, whatever y'all have to tell yourselves.
Dummy.
Which I thought some of it actually, I thought it did start in the 70s, did it not?
I have no idea. That's why I didn't argue.
It was one of those things where it was just like it wasn't showing on like Fox or Warner Brothers. And I grew up with a TV that had 13 channels. So if it wasn't on those channels, it wasn't
First
watching.
appearance was 82.
All right. Well.
So, yeah, I actually thought it was like 79 or something. I thought it was like...
I thought it was too. I was like, oh, maybe 1970.
Like, my dad still talks about it and stuff. So it's like, I thought with it being that time period, I was like, maybe my dad grew up watching it, but he probably just watched He-Man as a grown adult like I would. So that's probably why he's like, He-Man's cool. So, but either way, I think it's, I hope it's great. I hope it is. I hope it doesn't suck. I know a lot of people are going to be super split on it. As far as what I've seen, they are. So
I'm rather optimistic about it.
Yeah.
It looks like it's going to be him fighting a villain,
right?
Which is great,
right?
And him escaping America, not America. I don't know if he's American, but escaping like modern day society to go fight, which is like what all of us fantasize doing,
right? And that's how the original was there was a he came from our Earth or was existing in our Earth and went back, and if your reference point is the 80s movie, it was not really anything like He-Man, but also awesome. Like, it's one of those things where you're like, you just view this as not quite He-Man. Like, this is He-Man fan fiction, but like the cool kind, not like the kind that people are doing with Star Wars. Like, you know, the gay and lame stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, it's actually like the 80s. People hate on that 80s movie with Dolph Lundgren, and I love it. Matt and I watched it together.
Yeah, we watched that, and it was like, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it's like a fun, just 80s.
I mean, literally, the like MacGuffin of the movie is a freaking synthesizer, and they have to use a synthesizer to travel to different universes. There is,
yeah, you do, brother.
Man.
literally nothing cooler than that ever in the history of ever. A synthesizer where you can travel through dimensions. So yeah, but well, we'll see. I hope He-Man's great. The trailer's out. Go check it out. I wasn't gonna play the whole thing. Granted, we're probably already copyright popped for this episode anyways from what I did earlier.
Yeah.
So as it goes, nothing will be as bad as yesterday on Bro Science, where Beardo had to take down the entire stream. It got rough. Things got a little wild.
Yeah. What'd you do?
It wasn't me. It was
Do you say the N-word?
Yeah, right. No, no, that would be one of the two of them before me any day. But no, yeah, yeah, they kept playing a song that was copywritten over and over. Well, not they. X-Wing did, just to piss off Beardo.
And then they paid the price.
Yeah, yeah, and then X-Wing, or I mean, then Beardo paid the price for it. So, yeah,
Hilarious.
but we will see how He-Man goes in the future. Now, there was one thing I did want to bring up just for 2 seconds because I'm pissed about it, and I'm just not surprised.
Do it.
And so, once again, for the record, if I have not said it enough or recently, screw the Oscars completely and totally. Once again, Oscar nominations. Center dominates with 16 nods, and One Battle After Another follows with 13 nominations for One Battle After Another.
Yeah.
The worst film that I saw last year.
Wow.
The worst. Pile of shit. It's so bad. And that's even outside of all the political pandering, like quite possibly the wokest movie I've ever seen in my life. But like just the simple fact that like the movie is not good, and literally the only reason that it has 13 nominations is literally because it glorifies Antifa and is about ICE agents and white supremacy
being bad.
Well, well, yes, but I mean,
right.
it obviously, but no, it's that like everyone is just white supremacists. So, well, all white people, you know, of course, and
Sure.
you know, everybody that's in ICE and in the government, white supremacists rule the world, and as we all know, so it's the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah.
So yeah, but terrible movie. The Oscars are a joke. As far as Sinners.
And I saw that Sinners now apparently has taken the spot as having the most nominations, beating out like Titanic and La La Land and some, I don't know, like two other movies.
Like,
not that they're gonna win them all, but like the most,
just the number of noms. Like also absurd. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I get the love for Sinners. I know why people like it. I'm not crazy about it. Wasn't my bag. I definitely think it has its problems, like all of Ryan Coogler's movies, who everyone pretends like is flawless, and his movies just aren't. His movies are also, to me, quite often very cheesy, which I found Sinners to be. But that aside, I know that is a personal opinion. Either way, the fact that it's getting that many number of nods, all of this just like it is just one. The Oscars is nothing but just one bit of political pandering after another. Like it just constantly.
Yeah. And I think they just need to re-release Pacific Rim.
They should.
Because then it would win all of this.
It would really, it would end the conversation. It would win all of the awards and be deemed the greatest film ever made.
You know, I'm going to agree with you that it would win all the awards, but as you just proved, the awards mean nothing.
Yeah, they do.
It could still be a doo-doo movie, which it is.
Yes. Unless it's Pacific Rim.
No.
Because then it's
it is.
Don't bring our logic back on.
Doo-doo movie.
Do not bring our logic back onto us.
Boo-boo, stinky.
Literally, finally, a good movie wins.
Yeah.
No.
And Cobra, what was Sinners about? Sinners was about vampires, kind of, sort of, but like also about, you know, a multiple plethora of kind of other things. I don't know. That was kind of my other issue with Sinners, was that it felt like they were like, oh, also vampires, like at the end of the film. So I don't know. I get why people like it. I know Matt liked it. It was not.
Yeah, I don't think it was like a lot of people were. I think it was rad.
Right.
I don't think it was like a most excellent like a lot of other people did. But.
Right. It's not like movie of the year by any means. Well, I mean, this year has kind of sucked for film, but you know, outside of that, it's not been a great movie year. But so one thing I did want to bring up before we get to talking about Roofman, letting you guys know, and once we do get into Roofman, and even with what I'm about to talk about as well, all of this will be spoiler free until we say it's not. So, but what I did want to talk about was a movie that I just got out of and I just saw in the theaters, which is the brand new film Mercy. I have some predictions about this. I have some predictions about what is going to happen to this movie and with this movie. I plan on putting out a review out either tomorrow. It might drop Saturday. It kind of depends on how long it takes to edit it and all that kind of stuff. We do have one voter so far. I wonder if it's Banjo. No, it's Sin. Give it a 60%. Sweet. So Sin has already seen it. She does tend to see things early and gets her reviews in early. So she gave it a 60. So she liked it, didn't love it on that lower end of rad, but was still into it. So she thinks it's a rad. And I kind of wanted to give y'all my thoughts, but this is the new Chris Pratt-led film. It stars Rebecca Ferguson primarily, and him. They are the two that are on screen 90% of the time. It's definitely their movie. I don't love this poster. I think it's kind of cheesy and weird. It looks like it's
it makes it look like it's an action movie.
Generic B movie.
It kind of is an action movie a bit.
Okay, because I didn't get that vibe when I saw the trailer.
He's holding a gun.
Yeah. Well, that is an interesting.
Well, because he's a police officer.
He is a cop, but he's not policing
in
this movie. Exactly. So, yes, this movie, very interesting concept. It's very Minority Report. It's essentially that society has moved to a point where judge, jury, and executioner is an AI system. They basically sit you down, lock you in a chair. Humans are completely untied, and it's like AI is going to deem whether you're guilty or not. Everything is kind of in the cloud, and they're pulling all the camera footage, and this is like mass surveillance state stuff. It's kind of, if you're into the, conspiracy side of things and you're paying attention at all to our current society, it's one of those that for a little bit there, you're like, we're getting a little anxiety here. This is a little too real.
Yeah.
Also, this movie is very intense, but essentially the whole thing is that a murder has been pinned onto Chris Pratt's character. He is a police officer. He's actually kind of the guy that had headed up this platform that is this AI thing and was kind of pushing for it, and then finds himself guilty or supposedly guilty of the murder of his wife. And so he gets sit in the chair, and the way that it works is you basically have an hour and a half to prove yourself innocent to the AI, because it's it has all the data. It's basically
but just by talking to it.
Yeah, by talking to it, by telling it to, hey, look at this. I did that. These are the details. This is why I am innocent. And essentially that's the film, is them solving this mystery. Now they commit what could be considered a sin for many movies, which is that the movie literally has a countdown timer. It is counting down to Chris Pratt's death.
Okay.
It is constantly showing how long he has left to live. It is pretty much going in real time, the timer.
Yeah.
So you are watching the length of the movie. So in doing so, the film has to be as engaging as humanly possible.
Yeah.
Nonstop.
Yeah. It has to be engaging. There are movies that would fall on their face. I think that in doing that, actually for this movie, it was successful.
Oh,
I think it was smart. I think that this movie is actually extremely intense, and I had a lot of fun seeing it.
Nice.
I actually very much enjoyed it. I think that there are going to be people who really dig this movie and say that it's a lot of fun. I think the critics are going to hate the shit out of this movie.
Well, it's Chris Pratt. And
it's Chris Pratt.
They don't like Chris Pratt. So.
Exactly. The critics hate Chris Pratt. They also hate this director. This is the director, guys, of Wanted.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I love Wanted. I know that Chris does too.
I was just watching it recently, and I like it.
Yeah,
I mean, there's nothing not to like about it. You have to accept that it's ridiculous, but after you accept that you can whip bullets, then you're good to go. It's a fun movie.
Another movie with Chris Pratt in it.
Right.
Oh, yeah. It's one of his first roles.
Right. Because Chris Pratt got his teeth knocked out. Wanted. Yeah. And I had the same thought, too, was he was back for that. So, the trailer I don't think is great for this movie. The poster's not great. But this movie is fun. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It's a good length. It was to the point, they are constantly revealing, you were going through this, high-speed court case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he is just, trying not to die. And he's he's calling people and calling other cops, and he's strapped to this chair, and he's gonna die. And you're just there are elements about it that, yeah, they're going to be a little predictable, but like at the same time, as far as the mystery itself, I did not find to be predictable, did not see it coming. It has tons of twists and turns. I had to pee at one point, and I was like, I don't want to go pee. We have been getting a reveal every like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I literally cannot leave my seat.
So
that's good though. I mean, that's what makes a movie exciting.
Right, it is. I thought that they did a good job with it, and I thought that it was fun. And that they did something right when like people in the theater are talking out loud because they're like excited about the things that are happening. People are like, "Oh shit!" Like, and that's the type of thing. Like, I was hearing that around and it was 4 o'clock in the afternoon on a Thursday, and there was a decent amount of people in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I hope it does well.
Yeah,
like there are things that I'm just like, it's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah,
like that logic ain't logic in, or like, why did we like? So he's in this like room, this kind of I don't know. It's like a digital room where the AI can like project things so that he can see them and stuff.
Yeah.
So like images will go past him. Sometimes they'll like make the whole room images and stuff, but it's future text. So some of that you're like, future stuff.
Sure. Yeah.
But then also like they decided to build in like fans and stuff into the room so that like when things would fly past him, like his hair would move and his clothes would move. And you're like,
would that
is it necessary? Did you guys really need to put fans in the room so they could feel like he was there? Like, is this like those
obviously
like those theaters, where it's like the 4D theater?
Oh yeah.
That in this
place. Start misting you in the face.
Exactly. And they're like, you're gonna die in an hour and a half, but we're gonna make it a hell of a ride. So
really make you shit your pants.
Right. Yeah, it's that stuff. Like I know, and I see David in here. I hear you. I'm trying not to oversell this, but at the same time, I really did have fun. Like, there's some dumb stuff in it, but I thought the case was fun. Yeah. I thought like just him discovering things and just the intensity of it. There's a little bit at the end that's a little hammy. But all in all, like I had fun. Like, I had a good time.
I think you really sold it with calling it a high-paced court case.
Right.
I mean, what's more fun than fast Judge Judy?
Right.
Or just Law and Order.
Yeah.
This movie is Judge Judy on crack. So it kind of is, but it's fun. Rebecca Ferguson does a really good job of playing this AI. Some of the parts where you're like, I feel like the AI is like becoming a little sentient as we're going along here. Like, we need to make sure she doesn't do things that are a little too human or like a little too, whatever. But like I said, this is one of those movies where like you are going to have to suspend disbelief some. Yeah. But like, just go to have fun, which is a thing that we have been missing from the movies and from the movie theaters. It's like shit has been boring.
Right.
And this movie is not boring. It was made to entertain you.
Right.
Like, is it perfect? No. But I had a freaking blast. Like, I want to give it like at least an 80 just because I had fun. Like, that's the thing where it's like fun points. Yeah. So I don't exactly know where I'm going to score it at this point. Yeah. Public urination charge. He gets missed in the face. There is a part where they're like, there's like clearly a whole, because it takes place in LA and we all know LA's a shithole, and they've decided that's why they decided to do this AI and to just start killing people, was because they're like, AI is such a LA is such a shithole, we just need to start like
it's the easiest place to
and
that, or Portland.
And they literally end up, because to clean it up, they just full blown quarantine in one area, like all the crackheads and like just all the shit in LA. They just put it in one area and they're like, this is the shit zone. They call it like the red zone, and like all of LA, the rest of it's like all really good. They're like, crime's gone away. Like, AI's killed all the crackheads.
Yeah, we moved them all to one location, let the AI take care of it.
Right.
No guilt that way.
But yes, and I hear you. Actually, they did make it look bad, but I didn't think it was bad. That is a good point, Eagle, as well, is that it's kind of like in the X-Men, like the Danger Room or whatever. It's
Cerebrus. I think it's what.
It's kind of like cerebral or whatever.
Yeah.
It is kind of like that as well, because he's like controlling and telling the AI what to do and call people, and he's like kind of running his own investigation. And so I've seen some people too. You'll see people being like, "Oh, this is like an ad for AI," and you're like, "This is literally kind of saying that like AI sucks, like
terrifying, right?
Like AI not good, like AI bad idea." Now there is one thing at the end with kind of how they button it up, where I'm like, this whole thing was kind of anti-AI, and then you kind of made it.
Yeah, where was it?
I don't know. Right there at the end, you kind of, I don't know. So either way, it didn't change my opinion of the movie. I had fun. It's pretty intense film. I thought it was cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
I would say, if you're one of those people that like to support the movie theater and go see things, like to have fun in the movies, and you're capable of like not full blown brain off, but I mean, you're able to suspend disbelief and just be like, I'm gonna have fun at this movie.
Yeah.
Then do it. If you're somebody who nitpicks shit to death, probably don't go see it. Because this movie is made to be entertainment. Clearly, he's not trying to make a boring movie.
Yeah.
So, which if you've seen Wanted,
not a boring movie.
Not a boring movie.
Yeah.
So I had fun with it. At the very least, it'll be a high rad. Because I had fun. I thought it was a good time, and I'll be dropping my review. And part of me, like I said, just wants to give it a higher score because I know that critics are going to rail on this movie and call it stupid and hate on Chris Pratt.
Yeah. Speaking of unfortunate, as Fractured said, this weekend with all the ice and snow,
right?
Both that and Silent Hill are probably not going to do well.
Yeah, that's
because it's like all the way from Texas. All the way across, we're getting blasted with snow and ice. So nobody's gonna be going to the theaters.
Right, that's a good point. Except for maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean tomorrow's Friday, so it's like
I
mean, I guess, but I mean, I think a lot of people are getting out to get prepped. For the weather.
Right. Yeah. And as Jeremy Allen said, not for Ninja Waiter. Then if you're familiar with Criticless, Ninja Waiter's on there, and he hates everything, and he nitpicks everything. So no, not a Ninja Waiter movie. He would probably loathe it, absolutely loathe it. So. Anyways, but we'll see. Hopefully it does well. Hopefully it does good. I had a lot of fun at it, and I'm glad I saw it. So, and it's one of those things too where I'm like, some movies where you're like, so like recently I watched The Rip. I dropped a video about The Rip. Y'all should check it out if you have not seen my review of The Rip as well. I had a good time with The Rip. I didn't think it was like movie of the year. I don't know that I would like watch The Rip again per se.
Right.
But like I would watch Mercy again. Like I had a lot of fun. Like I would see it again. Like because it was just so entertaining.
High praise.
Yeah. Well, and so much shit happens in that like hour and 40 minutes that I'm like, you can't look away. Like it is constantly just stuff's happening. And Chris did a great job. That dude shows up, man. Even if he's strapped to his hair, he shows up. I like it.
You don't think so?
I'm not a huge fan of him. No. Yeah. I don't know why the critics don't like him.
Just another liberal. Chris. That's what it is.
I don't even know
all
why
of these people hate him.
It's true. All the gays.
Yeah, all the gays.
No, I don't know. There's not like any definitive thing that I can point out and say.
You might just have a little bit Pratt fatigue, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
And he hasn't been as much in the eye of late.
Well, yeah, because he's been doing smaller projects and things that aren't making it on the big screen necessarily. Because Terminal List and what was that war movie he did where he has to go to the future war?
That was what it was Tomorrow called? War or Future? No, it is
something like that. But even then, that was Amazon. Like,
yeah,
right. Either way, whatever it was called, that was Amazon. So it's not like he's been on the big screen very much.
Right.
Of late, I mean, he hasn't been doing as much, and he hasn't and he did the Terminal List a couple years ago, which is fantastic. Like, highly recommend.
He's really just been doing voices because he's Mario.
He did Electric State, which was a Netflix movie.
We liked it, but not well received by a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people did not like it.
Yeah,
but that was something he was in recently. But yeah, and I don't know. I'm curious. It sounds like he's probably not going to show up in the next Avengers movie. We're not hearing that he's going to be in it. Sounds like he's probably not, but maybe they haven't told us yet. I was trying to look up the name of that movie. If it was, I think it was.
It's Tomorrow War. Yeah, it is in the comment.
Yeah,
I mean, they've already basically told us everybody who's going to be in the next like Marvel movies, and he has not been mentioned. So he's probably just like thankfully done. Because if I was any part of like Marvel at this point, I'd be like, I don't want to.
Right,
let me out.
That's a lot of money.
Right.
I mean, it's a lot of money, but at a certain point, you have so much money, you're not going to spend it all. And you can just keep doing these small projects and keep carrying on happily.
Yeah. Right.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what Pratt does in the future. It makes sense that he worked with this guy, being that it was one of the first people to put him in a movie. Like he's I like Pratt. I had fun. I'd say check out I'd say check out Mercy, even if you wait until it's at home or whatever, but I thought it was a good time. And I definitely think Mercy's going to be one of those ones, if people miss it in the theaters, it's going to it'll be on Amazon because this was put out by Amazon.
Sure.
So it will be on Amazon. I think it will pop up on Amazon and people will be like, holy shit, this movie's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like, I wish I had checked it out. And yeah, Jeremy, we won't bring up Electric State. We don't want to start the great Electric State wars again. That was a dark time in Criticless, where we all had to fight over how retarded everyone thought I was.
Very was the winner.
Yeah. They thought things. But you know what? I still had fun with that movie. And on that note, guys, I think it is time that we go ahead and move into our movie. And you guys know what that means. It's time for Humpy Lady. And what I need to do here, I wanted to little behind the scenes things happening here. I wanted to publish my review at the same live on the webs. I wanted to post my review at the exact same time as us talking about it. So I have dropped my review for Roofman, and that's what we are going to be talking about. And these guys, so first off, I guess, were either of you aware of Roofman? Did you know what it was about? I guess Chris is the big one to ask. Did you have any idea what you were getting into?
Nope. None whatsoever. No.
It's one of the great joys of this show is Chris not ever having any idea what's happening, and then we're like, watch blah movie, and half the time he forgets from the time he leaves here until the day before.
I have to write
and
it down.
he's like, what movie are we doing again?
Yeah.
I'm watching it tonight. And then he watches it and he's like, I've never even heard of this. And it's like, you know, once a week, his mind just kind of is like a whole new world is opened up.
It's not once a week. It's every day. I live
daily, bro.
all of my life like this.
It sounds magical, you know?
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
It's constant childlike wonder with everything going on.
That's
what? We have a Gulf named after us?
Yeah, you probably did just find out about the Gulf of America, didn't you?
No. Somebody spoiled it for me a while back.
Losers.
I know.
Those monsters.
But that's just how it goes.
And what up, Chelsea? Nice to see you in the chat. And
hello.
You say that you didn't get a chance to check it out, but yes, definitely do. And we will give our opinions and reviews on it in just a second. So yeah, we'll go ahead and break things down. I think so. Matt, you had heard about it, knew about it, though, right?
Yeah, I knew of it. I had a general sense of what the movie was about, and I knew who the cast was.
Okay. Nice. So yeah, we've got 53 reviews in Criticless right now for this. And it's sitting at a 70%, which is a really solid score. If you see, it's streaming all over the place, but the main place that it's free currently is Paramount right now. So, and it is at that 70%. Now, these guys haven't dropped their reviews. Everyone knows Chris will not drop his review as it goes.
Yeah.
And so the question is, guys, I guess, Chris, first off, we'll start with you. Is
sure.
For this wonderful little surprise that you got here and not knowing what you were getting into. Well, actually, sorry, I'm going to rewind just a second here and just go ahead and say, if you did not know, so Roofman is starring Channing Tatum, Kristen Dunst, actually Ben Mendelsohn, big surprise, was not expecting to see him in this. Also, Juno Temple shows up in there, Lakeith Stanfield, like multiple people who I was like, they're in this? Oh, they're in this? Like, it was just little surprises because this movie, even though it stars Channing Tatum, definitely has a big like indie vibes to it, kind of indie feel to it, and it's not some kind of you'll see in the complaints and even with the reviews. And I think what hurt this film, I talk about it in my review, is they had no earthly idea how to market this movie.
That's fair.
I understand why.
Yeah,
it makes sense why they had a problem marketing this. It's billed as like a crime drama comedy, but even that, like, there's even little tiny bits of action in there, but I say action in quotation marks. Like, there's little bits of comedy, there's little bits of drama, there's little bits of romance. It's kind of a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
But it's not a ton of any one specific thing outside of a drama.
Right. Sure.
But it does ride a bunch of different genres. But in a nutshell, this is actually based off of a true story and true events that actually took place right down the road from us right now. Took place in Charlotte, North Carolina. And it follows a man named what is his name?
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey. A man named Jeffrey who is played by Channing Tatum. And essentially this man, he's gotten out of the military and just doesn't really know what to do with himself and is described as a brilliant idiot. It's how we talk about Chris regularly, you know, just a brilliant buffoon.
You guys talk about me? Oh, thanks.
No, but yeah, it's this guy who has a specific set of skills, but is a bit of a dingleberry. And he is basically a family man, whatever, and decides that the best way to make money is to start robbing the shit out of McDonald's.
Yeah.
And he robbed like 50 some odd places.
Yeah, something like that.
Mostly McDonald's, but apparently also Blockbuster Videos and some other things.
Burger King.
Burger Kings. Now, this movie just for time's sake, I think, and whatever, they kind of play it a little different. They time jump after he's been doing some crimes. They don't like show all the crimes and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Now the interesting thing here, and the shocker for Chris, is the director of this film, Chris. This is directed by Derek Cinephants. Now, Chris, I'm sure that name Derek, it might, might not exactly strike a chord with you, but it's the director of Blue Valentine.
You mean the worst movie ever?
Yeah, which Chris and I have both described as the worst movie ever. Now, also, I'll say this guy, if I'm not mistaken, he did was an executive producer actually on Sound of Metal, a movie that we all adore.
Yeah, we like that one.
If you have not seen Sound of Metal, check that out. Now, I didn't.
It was one of our first reviews.
Yeah,
I think that was our second review.
Right, way back
on our
podcast.
Spotify, when we were podcast, on the YouTube channel.
Exactly. So, but that's who directed this. And there's like a million producers apparently involved with this film. But long and short of it, that's this movie in a nutshell. And so we're gonna go ahead and dig into it. But Chris, what did you think about Roofman?
You know, the Blue Valentine makes sense. Yeah, you're like, that's a little bit.
I'm really curious. Yeah.
No, it was a fine movie. It was a little boring, I would say.
Okay.
It didn't, Jimmy my Russells.
Yeah.
Or Russell my Jimmys.
Both things that people say.
Yeah. Ruffled chips. Yeah. You could Jimmy those, right?
You didn't ruffle my
Jimmy the Ruffles.
Jimmy my Ruffles.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. But yeah, it just wasn't like a. I would probably give it 63.
63? Okay, so still rad, the lower rad.
Yeah.
Had a decent time with it, but it just wasn't, the pacing wasn't quite there, what you wanted.
Yeah, it just wasn't overall. I like, some based on true stories can be really cool. This one, I just didn't dig the whole story. Like, it was well told, but it just wasn't that interesting to me. That's all.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. So 60 some odd.
Yeah.
Liked it okay, but not like, definitely not I'm going to watch this again.
No. I won't be watching this again.
And we'll get into more of that. I'm curious as well as far as how it emotionally affected you and things like that as well. Watching this.
Okay.
You're a very emotional being.
You were just like, what emotion?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, all that.
It's like his eyebrow. The man who talks about crying through every film.
Yeah, you cried in this one?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just saying it's. Yeah, I like how. I watch Pain and Gain.
That's
I love Pain and Gain. So
that's The Rock.
yes.
With
and
the Michael Bay movie with Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah,
and
Mark.
Anthony Mackie.
Oh yeah, Anthony Mackie. They're juicers.
Yeah.
God.
Super funny movie. I
great.
found though after years of this movie being out in Criticless that there are some folks that like hate that movie. I don't know why.
They hate what?
Pain and Gain. They just
Some of it was that it like heroized or like sympathized the villains because they were the bad guys in the story.
Right.
So that was like a big part of it I saw after the fact.
Right.
Because they were making them likable?
Yeah.
You mean what Disney's been doing for the past
right. Their goal
in 10 years?
Right. So so Matt, where did you sit with this film with
Sure. It's all right.
Okay.
Like a decent, maybe like a 55.
Mm-hmm.
It just was boring for the most part.
Okay.
And this is one of those movies I was like, this doesn't need to be made. This isn't one of those true life stories that needs to be made. This was like this is mildly interesting. Let's try to make a movie about it.
Huh.
So I was just like, meh.
Yeah,
and then the whole time I was like, he's just ruining lives after lives. So
kinda. Yeah, kinda.
Sure.
Very much so.
Kinda. Yeah. He kind of is.
Yeah, we can get into that one.
He kind of is. We'll get into it. Yeah. No, so me and where I sit with this.
Yeah.
I like this movie a lot. Like, I actually really like this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're bigger into indies.
I am.
And this is definitely a very indie.
This is very much an indie film. It's not I was instantly after it ended, I wasn't sure what Chris was going to sit. I was like, this is probably not a Matt movie. It just not. But now, if you watch the trailers and watch how they marketed it, they marketed this like a comedy action movie.
Right.
And so people were like blindsided when they saw it because that is not really.
They shouldn't have marketed any action.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a documentary.
Right.
Based on a true story.
So, yes, that's the thing. And so I've got my review pulled up here and I'll bring it. So I ended up giving this movie an 80%.
Okay.
I very much enjoyed it. I don't think that it's like the best thing ever.
Yeah.
But I think that if you were into indie films and if you were into true crime, there's a lot to like here. Like I instantly was like, because Sid didn't watch this with me. I think she needs to see this. I think she would love this movie.
Probably, yeah.
I think she would like this movie a lot. I actually think, Matt, did Xena watch this with you?
No, and she had no interest.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting because
I don't think this is one. Yeah, but it's not like murder and something interesting. It's
it is
a guy that robs McDonald's.
Well, and escapes from prison. And
yeah,
dude, he did some stuff that like
that is
impressive. It just
10
really
minutes
shows.
of the movie.
You're talking about the fraction of the story, and then he stupidly stays here and makes him. Well, we'll get into that.
Well, yeah. Well, so my Dixie hated it, and he said at least he's kind of agreeing with the two of you.
Yeah, there it is.
I thought that this movie was really good. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a neat story. I thought it was a good story to be told. I thought it was interesting. All of the things that he was able to just kind of achieve and pull off, and he was, and it sounded like they show the news stuff like in footage and everything after the fact. They're like, all of the people were like, he was really nice. Like, this is such a nice guy. Like like he did sound like the guy was just kind of a ding dong, but like also weirdly smart. And like I've talked about all the time. I was deep in the blue collar world. I know so many people like this. Yeah. Like people that are like legitimately that I would call geniuses that are fucking idiots. Like legitimately. And it is, and that's the thing that I liked about this so much is that it felt so inherently North Carolina and so like inherently regional to us and like just the people that I've grown up around, the people that I know, and I'm like, I could see this happening to certain people. Like I could name probably 15 people that I could see going through this scenario.
Yeah.
And that kind of made it work for me in a really cool way. And just watching the fact that, and we'll get into the weeds. I'm about to sneeze.
Bless you.
Ooh, I made that one quiet too. But yeah, he was just I don't know. I really did enjoy the performance from Channing Tatum.
And that's my thing. It's like it's not that I didn't like anybody's performances. Right. I was just like the story is just
it's just not our bag of chips. You know?
It's a true story, so it's not like where I'm taking points off because there's parts where I'm like, this is ridiculous. But then I come back to like this probably actually happened.
Right.
But I also don't care.
Yeah.
So
that's so interesting to me that y'all found it so uninteresting. And as I'm like, first of all, to me, like a real person pulling off a prison escape, super interesting. Then the fact that the whole thing is that this guy, and without getting too into spoilers or like the weeds of it, is that like he has to hold up and hide from the police for an extended period of time.
Sure.
The place that he
chooses
for months. Yes, the place that he chooses is a Toys R Us. And it expands from there, like I said, without getting into too many spoilers. But I thought that was just kind of fascinating that like this guy was able to do that, and then all that he did during the time without us spoiling stuff, and what he did with his life, and then how it inevitably plays out with. Which I don't want to spoil because like I was very curious, and it was like this is one of those two, like telling my wife, if you watch this and all you ADD people, don't when it says true story, don't just look up everything that happened to spoil the whole movie. Like God, she does that every time.
You gotta go for the ride. I hate looking stuff up.
Why watch it?
Yeah.
Why watch it?
Yeah.
And it does sound like, that's the other thing that I appreciated about this, is it does sound like it's stuck pretty closely to the real events. And the movie ends with real life interviews. And because it was kind of a borderline like national ordeal of what this guy did, and being the Roofman and what he pulled off and how long he got away with it, and the fact that he escaped from prison and for so long, and all of that was just, to me, is a very it's just very real. The movie felt very real, and it felt like a very real person. And I was just like, this is just kind of like watching a documentary. Like I'm into some documentaries. Like I like true crime stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just like, in my head, that is what this is. Like if this was a 3-episode true crime series or like mini series, I would watch it and I'd be like, oh, this is cool. But all you care about is murder.
I was just saying, I still would have found this boring.
Right.
I probably would have found it more boring if it was a documentary.
But this is also from a person who doesn't even like movies that don't include fantasy or sci-fi elements.
Yeah, because human life is boring. I want to see some big shit.
Yeah.
So
yes,
excuse me for having taste.
right. I'm very sorry. Which is funny that I'm grilling you on this because my wife says the same thing about me. I'm just nowhere near the way that you are about it.
One day you can be as cool as me.
Yeah.
And I'm not even saying that I disliked this movie. You know, low 60s. I can appreciate it, and I'm not going to disagree with you on any of your opinions on it.
Right.
It just wasn't my cup of tea. That's all. You know, I still appreciate it for what it is.
Super engaging. And it doesn't sound like, from looking at it and looking at the overall score on Criticless and you guys kind of overall opinions on it, I mean, it still is at a 70, which isn't a bad score, but it's a dead center rad.
Right.
You know? So it's dead in the middle of rad, and it seems like that's where you guys are at 53 people, which is a decent amount. I could see it hanging in that space, and I don't necessarily think that that's an unfair place for it to be. It's hard to enter most excellent territory. And
yeah, especially when you get over like 50 plus reviews. There's plenty of people that just don't like things or love them too much. So it's very interesting to see when something has over 50 reviews and stays in the most excellent range.
Right. Also, we did bring this up. We were talking about this in a chat recently. Jeremy said, be grateful that my wife looks things up instead of constantly asking me questions while trying to watch it. No, Jeremy, don't get me wrong. She does that too. It's just that she looks up, what she will tend to look up is when it's real, which also, though, even the crazy thing about what she does is that she will also, even like fake things, will just start researching. Like somebody will be like, I wore an ascot today. And then she goes down a rabbit hole on Google about ascots. And all of a sudden she's like watching a TikTok about how to tie an ascot. And I'm like, how do you want to watch
what
this?
Does that have to do with the movie?
Right. All that they mentioned was an ascot here. And for chat.
You guys watching Scooby-Doo?
Right.
Fred up here. Like, my
ascot. Right. Exactly. I'm just proud that you know what an ascot is, Matt. So
thank you, Scooby-Doo.
Right. I was expecting you to be like, is that like a mascot except like an asshole, or like, what exactly is that? So
you have your mascots, then you have your
ascots. Exactly.
That's actually pretty funny. That would be pretty witty.
That would be pretty witty. It would. You should have thought of it, Matt.
Yeah.
Dad joke.
Day late, dollar short.
So we will go through you guys' reviews. And actually, I've started saying I do want to do that before we go into any kind of spoilers or anything. But I do think if what I've said sounds intriguing, or like if you're into the true crime stuff, if you like true crime, and if you are an indie person, I would say that there's plenty to like here.
For sure.
But this isn't some balls out action movie. It's not some hardy har super funny goofy movie. It's just a very grounded story. And it's very real. And the interesting thing too, I guess what I was getting at with the emotions earlier, Chris, is that like it is weird with how to emotionally like dissect this guy, because you're like, there's parts of you that are like, you're getting what you deserved.
Yeah.
But like also this guy's initial sentence was huge. So you're like, no wonder this guy he had young kids, and he's literally known for being like an escape artist / like whatever. Like, and y'all are giving this dude a lot of jail time. He didn't kill anybody.
Right.
Like everybody that he encountered him in crime was like, he was so nice. Like he was so friendly.
Yeah.
He just stole from fucking McDonald's.
Makes me think of Baby Driver.
Right. Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
It is kind of like that. So like you're kind of like, well, no wonder he tried to escape. And kind of threw the book at him.
Yeah, 45 years.
Yeah, 45 freaking.
He also robbed 47 different stores, and so I mean, it's like semi-justified. Like he's a thief, and he's been stealing. Yeah, it's from a corporation, but it's still against the law, and he's prolific. Right. It's not like he did it once or twice.
Right. I would say it's personally, I'm just like, I don't know how the law with stuff like that works, but I'm like, what sounds reasonable to me for something like that? Like jail fucking sucks. That's a lot of time in jail. I'm like, yeah. 15 years maybe.
Yeah.
Like this is a young guy.
Yeah.
Like, and it's kind of like, hey, but the other stipulation here is like, if you get popped for this same thing again,
right?
We like double your sentence.
Yeah,
like we build in
straight to jail.
Like you're just like you can't do it again, kind of a situation. And so, but they didn't do that. They just threw the whole fucking book at this guy.
Yeah. Because this was in the 90s?
I think so.
Yeah, it's 2002.
Oh, was that recent?
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, because there was a period in our country where they had like 3 strike laws, but they were also being like, we're going to be hard on crime. We're going to literally throw the book on
And it could have been,
everybody.
well, during the 2000s, that is around kind of when
I think that's when it was. Yeah.
So
Well,
it could have been.
it was also the judge said whenever he was doing the sentencing was that we could only convict you on one,
right?
But we know you did all these other ones, so we're gonna throw in the kidnapping to kind of equal the scales.
Which even still, that's kind of the thing is it's like, well, maybe you did know he did it, but if you don't have proof, who gives a shit?
Right.
Like you didn't you only charge him on one. That's what you're charging him.
Yeah.
On.
Well,
And-
that's the thing is the kidnapping was the higher charge.
Right,
So that's
exactly.
really got hit.
Yeah. Exactly.
And it was technically, legally kidnapping. So,
Right.
Yeah.
But and that's the thing though, is like it kind of was, but like he didn't take them anywhere. He didn't like it's not like, and that gets into where I say and kind of put in my review where like a lot of this is a shining example of like the flaws and the issues with our legal system and how our prison shit works. And then also like even some good people like cannot help themselves. Like there are just some people who are up to no fucking good. Like they just can't, like they're just like
make poor decisions. Poor decisions. Is really this whole movie was just a series of poor decisions.
Right.
And
it's
it is heartbreaking.
It is. It's kind of heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking for the people that are encountered with folks like this. But like also there was a bit of the movie that was a little bit heartwarming because you're like, for me, I'm kind of with him getting out and stuff like, good for you, dude. You fucking showed him. You got out.
You beat the man.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You escaped.
You escaped. You beat the man. And then even being a ding dong, you pulled it off for a long ass time.
Right.
Like
that was so lucky. Like that was a gripe of mine. And I mean, it's not a gripe against the movie, just
real
in
life.
general. I know it's real. So it's like hard to hold it against the movie.
Well, that was kind of my beef with some reviews and things I've seen where people are like giving that as a gripe, and I'm like, it's fucking real life. Like,
right?
You can't be mad at
you want.
Right.
That can't be one of them.
Right. Don't be mad at the movie for telling you what happened. Like, then you're just asking for them to just make shit up to make it more interesting, and I'm not for that.
Based on a true story.
Right. Exactly.
And there's a lot of those movies.
There is, and we watched The Rip recently, and that was kind of the thing. But it's like based on a true story versus like a true story.
Right.
They hit different. And the thing is when this for me can still be interesting and be based on a true story, that's a testament, I think, to the fact that like this was still kind of a big deal. Like how often do you hear about somebody breaking out of jail and like it taking like on top of that, like not being able to figure out how the hell he got out.
Right.
Like stuff like that. Like
I mean, it was smooth.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
So yeah, I found all of that very interesting. And so yeah, just wanted to pull up y'all's reviews before we got into any type of spoilers here. Kind of scrolling through because some of y'all did show up to drop some reviews here. Viewmaster gave it a 65%. My Dixie was not crazy about it. And I said,
there you go.
Dixie, that's not hate it. You at least give it a 52. Give yourself some grace here. You didn't hate it. So he sounded like it was just a little too mundane. You know, he calls it kind of mediocre and whatever. And I mean, it's real life, you know?
Yeah, well, that's the thing is it's kind of like you could just make a movie about anybody.
Right.
And I'm sure they had an exciting period of their life. It's like, but is it worth telling? Like, they did fine with it. You know, they made it entertaining enough. But would I have read the premise of the movie and been like, I gotta see this? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, no.
Right.
It's an interesting story, but yeah, it wasn't like mind-blowing.
Right.
You know.
Probably Toxic said biopics aren't really something I enjoyed, but it wasn't bad. And I guess you could call this a biopic. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
I guess.
I always consider that to be like things about musicians or like
But it's a biography. I mean,
it is.
Yeah.
It's
more of a biography than a
it's a semi because it's not like it was his whole life. Most of the time biographies are like a whole life. This was more of just the events, so I consider it more like a true crime. I get your point. I'm splitting hairs here, but yeah, said it was funny and heartfelt, and then slow some. So it sounds like that is kind of consistent with some of you guys. Normie also gave it a 70%, and a lot of you guys are in the chat as well. But said it's oddly displaced in time. Yeah, it's an interesting thing. It is just, and a lot of you guys are kind of mentioning how it's kind of a little bit low stakes, but like all of these mashup of genres, which is an interesting thing, but it's kind of like it's just kind of how it played out, you know. And you do have to make it interesting to some degree, right? Like, and
that's what I'd be curious. What did they dramatize? You know, like what was made up in this story,
right?
Versus what actually happened,
right? Or did it stick to it for the most part,
right?
Because it sounds like a lot of it kind of did, and they even showed some photos and hearing the people talk about it, and without spoiling anything really, like people that he encountered, you know, during his escape, and being like, he's great. Like I visited him, and you know, he's a good dude. Like so. Bob Rogers gave it a 60% as well, and he said two halves don't make a whole. His review is kind of talking about how this felt a bit like two movies. We got my pal Al from Film Threat. Make sure to go follow Al. He gave it a 72, and this is definitely down Al's alley. Like he does the indies, he does stuff like this. This is Al alley.
Al,
that was good.
Yeah,
good. But yeah, I didn't realize that they reviewed this. And apparently it was fairly recently, only 3 days ago.
My pal came through and reviewed a bunch of stuff.
Did he? Awesome.
He like power reviewed some
Sweet.
stuff.
Yeah, he's been up my butt about not in your kind of up butt ways, Chris. You know. But yeah, they're wanting easy ways to like mass upload reviews. Which is, you know, at some point one of these days. Life of Marshmallow is also in the chat, giving it 85%. So you were there with me. You liked it a lot. And yeah, it said the poster art and tone and stuff don't do it any favors. And I agree. I think that the things is like you see that poster and you're like, oh, this could be a silly little movie.
It's selling something different than what the movie is. That poster.
It looks like a spring breaker.
Right.
When you like look at him, like, oh, this is a raging, like he's gonna be out drunk, like having a fun time at a party.
Right. Or something like 21 Jump Street that had like this is something wacky and goofy. It is not that at all. Then we got some of the older ones from before, but we got Good Bar Reviews gave it an 82. We got Leon an 84. CM who gave it a 50. Superfly 77. Highlander at 85. We got DJ Mags up in here. Gave it one of these days we'll get her on the show. But gave it an 84%. And Scaviola gave it a 75. So it still sounds like, now here's a 30. Don't get people liking this not entertaining. Just really didn't like it. I don't get it entertained me. I don't know. I just,
Hey, there's always one.
Right.
You know?
There's a lot of us here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of us.
Yeah. A lot of people
liked it. But
1 out of 50. Not
literally
bad.
me. Also Vex gave it an 80%. Same exact score as me. Sound like, and I could see Vex liking this too, so that makes sense.
And she said she was in the chat earlier. She literally said she thought the movie was great.
Yep, but we got Jolly and Chalk, both gave it rad, 62.75. They keep going, but I wanted to see, so like Two Penny here didn't like it at all, just doesn't get why people like it and wasn't about it. I think he actually said, he walked out of the theater because he got aggravated with the character. I commented and I was just kind of like, but it's real life.
Yeah.
And
I walk away from those people too.
Right,
you know?
So
can't blame them.
By and large, it sounds like most of you guys like this to some degree, even if it doesn't totally blow your socks off. You know? So I think that's good. And I'm happy for it. It shows some light to Charlotte. We saw some familiar places, heard a lot of familiar names.
That's so true.
Seen and been.
Yeah.
It felt like being in some of the more like lower income areas of Charlotte. You see them and you're like, I know that. I
know that area.
Yeah.
Very well.
I'm pretty sure there's a church in this, and I feel like it was the local church because I'm like, that looks familiar.
Yeah, they show it at the end too.
Yeah, I've seen it around. I don't know where it is, but I've definitely seen it.
I think it's all on the west side.
Right. I think so. And also, I did want to bring up earlier before we kind of shift gears. We did get J-Doge. Gave us 5. Gifted. Criticless Cast.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate Thanks so much. Greatly appreciated. And like I said, everybody in the chat, if you are a member, I'm dropping members videos. Hopefully I will be getting more of those out. Might not have one next week if we have no power. So
Well, I mean, you dropped one the other day. So if you're curious to see Blaine's thoughts on some TV shows.
Yes. Yep.
There's a video out about that for members only.
Yep.
So.
That's right. So we'll be dropping those. And then Quagmire, a member for 2 months. Love it.
Yep,
said, didn't want you to think I forgot about you. Been listening to the full cast the full cast Harry Potter books. Oh, right. Because they're doing this cast read book.
Audiobooks.
I forgot about that. Then it says, to which I have to say, Bale Batman is the GOAT. Yes, obviously has a lot to do with Harry Potter books. Bale Batman, he's
just stating facts back to back. That's all.
That's probably what he's doing.
Yeah.
That's probably what
I understand him.
That makes sense. You would understand.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
You know, that's a little shade on you.
Sorry, I've insulted you. Unbeknownst to me.
Right. Oh, we all know the GOAT has been Affleck. Batfleck is the best.
He just hasn't been allowed to shine. That's all.
He didn't get.
That's the truth. He was never given an opportunity.
Yeah.
Not a true opportunity.
Not fully. Not his own movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Had to share it with Soups.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But, you know, Quagmire, love you, bro. Hope you're having a good day at work and enjoy the Harry Potter books. But yeah, so this movie, guys, if you have not seen it, I would say give it a go. If anything we say tickled your pickle a little bit, you know.
I mean, I feel like I'm more or less an outlier,
right,
being in the decent range and lower,
right.
So it seems like a lot of people really enjoy this movie. So, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. If what we said perked your interest,
yeah.
I know Sid said that it does sound like her kind of movie.
Oh,
so.
she's gonna like it. I kind of hated that I watched it without her after I saw it. I was like, damn,
you son of a bitch.
I know.
How did you do this?
Didn't have time. We've been watching Fallout. So
yeah,
we've been keeping up with that. We don't have a ton of time to watch stuff, so that's been the main thing we've been watching.
Sure.
And so yeah, but also see Bob Love Movies in here. What up, Bob? Nice of you to join us. And I owe you a message, buddy. I'll hit you up soon. But and yeah, I see Fractured Existence said I am a member. Member for 2 months.
Member? I remember.
I love it. Glad you remember. Thanks. And sounds like Quagmire likes Batfleck. Says he can better. But
sound logic.
That's so true.
It's not.
Right, and he's not gonna have an opportunity. So
right
at this point, it's like it is what it was.
Yeah,
it wasn't.
Kind of living in Boomerland.
Well,
Shoulda, coulda, wouldas.
You know, maybe Bale could have been a better Batman if he learned to talk. If he could actually open his mouth when he speaks.
If the director would have given him an opportunity.
That's one of the like good things about Bale Batman.
Batman. It's Batman with a lisp, bro. It just takes me out. Like it's just...
Now it's super intimidating. What are you talking about? It's the most intimidating thing.
It'd be the bad guy, like, sorry, what did you say? Can you repeat that again?
Right.
I missed it.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Bale as Batman sounded like he had a stuffy nose, and you couldn't understand the guy. He had a lisp and a stuffy nose, and gargling marbles. Agree with all of the above. Yeah. By the third movie, I had no idea what he was saying. I was like, this movie needs subtitles.
He probably didn't know what he was saying either.
Yeah, you just can't understand him. It was just too much. And first time in live here. Glad to have you in here. Glad you were able to catch us. But yeah, so that's kind of it for the most part for Roofman as far as spoiler free. I don't really know. Like this is one of those I don't know that we. Is there any spoilers that y'all really?
I thought we were already talking about it. I probably said some stuff I shouldn't have.
Well, I mean, we kind of gave some hints about how long they put them away and things like that. Also technically things you could Google, but like we didn't give away like the ending and some decisions that he makes, and we didn't really say anything about the stuff that happens after he escapes prison. There is a lot. Most of this film, honestly, is after he escapes prison and how he was able to pull off. How he was able to pull this whole thing off. Quagmire, are you throwing shade here? He said, learn to talk. You know I'm not even gonna humor. You have a good one, guys.
Yeah, he is talking to three people who are excellent.
Oh, is that
so?
Is he saying that we're
not really ones to judge?
Yeah,
I don't think. Yeah,
I think that's what Quagmire is saying. Well, maybe Quagmire,
he's not wrong.
You're not one to judge about typing. Make more sense, Quagmire.
How do you like them apples? Huh?
Thanks for the 5, Quagmire. No, we love you.
Got him.
Got it. No, but. Bring Quagmire. Love you, buddy. Yeah, I hope I'm guessing you're out there trucking, doing the trucking stuff, and glad to have you in here in the chat, buddy. And I love your passion for Bale Batman. We're glad that it's moved on from
heavy metal.
I wasn't gonna say it, Matt. I wasn't.
I got you, fam. Heavy metal. In case you guys don't remember what Quagmire has been talking about previously, right? That Blaine didn't rate it high enough,
which he did. He pivoted once he realized that a rad wasn't so bad. That is,
I think I did.
It's not bad.
So
yeah,
right, Matt. Yeah, you shouldn't be roasting me. Roast this idiot. He gave it a decent.
You know, it's funny. My father-in-law brought up heavy metal randomly while I was here over Christmas.
Really?
I can't remember what we were talking about. And it was just randomly, and I just,
probably boobs. And then he's like, have you seen heavy metal?
I can't remember. It wasn't, no, but the thing, it felt like it wasn't even connected. I don't even know what it was. He just randomly brought it up. And I was so caught off guard. We didn't talk about it anymore besides him just mentioning it. And
Right.
I was caught off guard.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that's funny that he brought it up because it is a very obscure thing to talk about. Now, granted, the heavy metal books are back. I actually need to get the second one. Got to get back to reading.
Yeah.
Honestly, can I be straight with you guys?
Please.
Please.
I try to be straight all the time. You know what I'm saying?
And you fail.
Listen,
We're all human, though.
But it's calling the kettle gay. Okay.
I'll call you.
Oh, yeah. All right. That's a new one for the books.
You're dying.
Well,
but yeah, so what was I saying? Got to be frank with you guys. I'm really kind of hoping that just like everything, not that bad things happen, but that like just that like the power goes down. That like maybe even just so we get like snowed in or something.
Oh,
like
right.
I just like I really want like a solid excuse to just like
do nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother.
Like it would be like I want to read some comic books.
Yeah.
Like
hey, man,
not do shit.
you're preaching
And
to the choir.
Right?
I
Like,
wanted to.
I mean, that's
shut
going to
down.
happen. I think like Sunday and Monday is going to be a shit show here. I fully think we're not going to have power. And especially you're further out in the country. Like we might not have power for a little bit, but I think you guys are going to be having a fun time
As
out
long as
there.
there's ice on the road, man.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
Nobody's going in.
I am not leaving.
Yeah.
If there's ice on the road.
Yeah. But well, that's the thing is like for me, it's borderline like, and I guess Sid too, for us, it's like, I guess a lot of us can work from home. It's kind of one of those things when you can work from home. If things are still operational, like
Sure.
maybe just the internet goes down. Just
well,
no, I'm good with that. Chris is
small apartment. He doesn't have things to do. It goes out.
Yeah.
He's just like standing on a wall.
He's gonna sit in his kayak and just paddle in the spare room. Like I guess we can get some things in here.
Cat on my lap.
Yep.
Let's call it a day.
I sold my kayak.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you just sold your cat.
No, I would never have a cat.
Finally, we didn't
You
gone
have
kayaking.
two cats.
We went kayaking like 4 years ago,
It's been years. I've been sitting.
and then we never went.
Yeah.
I sold it to an old bald man.
Nice.
But yeah, I sold my kayak.
Nice.
But
Did you ever sell your motorcycle?
I did sell my motorcycle.
Oh, good.
I've been selling all kinds of things, guys.
There you go.
Selling it all.
Yeah.
It's gotta go.
Go.
But yeah, I kind of do. I kind of hope that the weather,
Yeah, just forces us offline.
right. And actually, we should put on our headphones for a minute. Actually, speaking of that, I was going to show this earlier, and I didn't. We're just going to rewind straight back to Culture for Boomers, even though this has nothing to do with culture whatsoever. I did want to show this because it made me laugh, and it's very true also for what we're about to be going through. And so I wanted to play this.
All right.
A real man doesn't concern himself with bad road conditions. Well, you're gonna let some nerd on the TV tell you that you can't drive? Let me crash.
Basically.
At least then I'll know that I didn't die of sheep. Listen to some guy I don't know, who probably took an Uber or something to work. Let me drive. Papa's got this, okay?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If y'all want to hear what it sounds like in my house on a daily, that right there.
You.
You're like, no, I can do this.
Right.
For sure. No problem.
That's pretty much how it goes down in my house. My wife's like, you're an idiot. And I'm like, listen, you don't have to tell me twice, but you gotta let me learn for myself. Cause if I don't, I'll never learn.
And then when I succeed,
right,
you have to eat those words.
Exactly. That's the thing. You got to prove them wrong, or you got to at least be given the opportunity. And especially when it comes to driving in the snow, let me crash. Like, let me. I need to go for it. You got to go for it.
Yeah.
Now, like Chris in your truck, I don't know if I'd go for it.
Brother, no.
That thing weighs
Are
like
you
5 pounds and it's going to be an ice.
Yeah, but that thing's gonna have no problems.
He's gonna.
Oh, no. It has lots of problems.
It's
Yeah,
just
except for
gonna
it's
go.
a real drive. Real drive.
That's how they made it.
Wow.
Your truck is rear drive. It's a Toyota. Get it? It's a Toyota.
Not my intent.
Rear
But
drive.
it is good. Yeah, it's rear wheel drive. Like the
British
Tootsie
with
Pop owl. Yeah, with zero weight. It just slides. There's no traction.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Not driving.
Yeah. You have to fill the back with like concrete.
Yeah.
Right.
Basically sandbags, but I don't got
Get
those.
a couple friends, throw them back there.
Yeah.
Yep.
You signed it
No,
up?
no, you got to get friends
Oh,
first.
Not
Not us.
Fuck that. I'll just stay indoors, legs.
But yes, so guys, that was just my last little tidbit about the weather. I think that's going to be it for this movie. Y'all let us know. Review it in Criticless. Let us know your thoughts, like Chelsea and some of you that haven't seen it. We just stayed spoiler free, so it was safe for you. And if you end up reviewing it, tag me. I want to see your reviews. If I tend to miss things in the feed because I follow like everyone who's active on the app, so it can be hard to navigate my feed ever. So because there's just so many things happening in there.
Yeah.
We follow a ton of people.
Yeah.
But
So popular.
you know, something like that. But yes, we do appreciate it. I think I did cover all of the super chats and everything. We appreciate all of the love, you guys, and we
Yeah.
appreciate you showing up, hanging out for the show. And as far as next week, honestly, we've been kind of knowing a week in advance. This week, I don't know. Part of which is I don't even know if next week is going to happen currently.
Yeah.
Like
I hopefully we'll have power by Thursdays.
I would
Who knows?
freaking hope if we lose power for that long, holy smokes.
Yeah.
But it could happen because it does happen. So we'll see. I'll keep y'all posted. It might even be a potential like home review scenario. I might call in the troops or something and do it from the house. I don't know. Give you guys a week. So we'll see. I'll let y'all know. There has been talks. My wife really wants to review and actually wants to be on the show for it, though, is Under the Silver Lake. It has dropped on Netflix. I've been talking about this movie for years. It has not been streaming anywhere since it released.
Yeah.
It is an Andrew Garfield film. It is based around conspiracy theories. I love it so much. It's super.
So you've already
weird.
seen it?
Yes, I have seen it. And it is.
Seen it?
Sid has seen it. We've both already seen it, and we both want to see it again. We've wanted to see it since we saw it.
It sounds like a boring review then.
Right. Yeah, we have both seen it. Well, and we do both like it. That's what I was going to say. If depending, we'll at least, if she's going to be on it, at least one of y'all needs to be on here. Or if we do it remote, I don't know, we could potentially pull that off. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll let you guys know next week. But Under the Silver Lake could happen. We really want to do it. See, she's in here. She's excited about it. And you know, we'll see what happens next week. If not, we've also I know that Jake Stanley at some point is really wanting us to do Bunraku. He was talking about that last week.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever streaming anywhere.
It's really
I have
not.
a physical copy, so you guys can come over here and watch
There's
it.
a reason why it's never streaming anywhere, Matt. And it's
too good.
I'll find it.
They just can't allow it.
Right.
Don't worry.
Right. You'll find it. There's also, we did bring up the possibility if anybody was interested. Y'all let me know. Everybody can just talk about it in the Criticless Cast group. But we were kind of basing this off of my movies I still need to watch list, and we had tossed around reviewing Caught Stealing. So that's another one that had been rumbling around. So maybe that one as well. But anyways, I think that is going to be it for today's episode. Outside of our send-off songs, and I keep missing doing it, but I'm going to do it today. All right. So what songs we got, guys? What songs you sending everybody
So
up?
mine, I'll go first.
Okay.
Please.
So mine's called The Fall by Her Last Sight.
Okay.
And what I think is funny about this band is that I've just recently found them because my algorithm fed me one of their reels on Instagram and what they've been doing for all their videos. So it's a metal band.
Obviously.
It's a Israeli metal band. And what they've been doing is they'll play like a 5-second clip of something. And this particular one was a girl walking up to the camera going, "Yeah, I don't know if you know it, but you're gay." And then it pans to them in a basement.
Okay.
And they're like all up on the camera. In this particular video, they're like, "What the fuck?" And they smash a plate and then start playing their guitars. But they also play like traditional like Middle Eastern instruments also in their music. And then they just go hard. So you're watching this fun little clip of this girl calling you gay, and they're like, "What the fuck?" Smash this plate, heavy metal music.
Okay.
And so then I was like, okay. So I checked out their channel, and that's all their videos. They find these, and it's very smart marketing.
Right.
Because it's like, oh, I get this like 5-second, 10-second like clip of something funny, and then straight into heavy metal. Your brain's just going, what's going on right now?
Right.
So
I like it.
I was like, I've been digging their music. And once again, that was Dead End by Her Last Sight.
Nice. Dead End, Her Last Sight. Sweet.
Yep.
Very cool.
Nice. And Chris, what you got?
I have a song by Tash Sultana.
Okay.
Apparently she's been around for a while, Australian chick. But she did a song recently with Dallas Green from City and Color.
Nice.
And that's a song that I have of hers that I want to do called Ain't It Kind of Funny.
Ain't it kind of funny?
Ain't it kind of
Tash Sultana.
Okay.
But actually she does a live version on like one of these, like a 1019 The Kink something like that. But her live version without Dallas Green is actually way better. It's super killer. She actually has I would love to hear her sing covers of like butt rock, like Creed. All these different bands.
Let her belt out some Creed.
She's got fantastic voice for that. Yeah, and honestly, like that acoustic version or the live version of that song sounds like it could be just an acoustic version of a metal song. Like
nice.
it's got, it could have been
right.
So
nice,
digging it.
Nice,
sweet. Well, I'll very quickly bring up. I came up with this on the way over here. Actually, I just haven't listened to them in forever. But Kings of Leon, man, they're a band.
Oh yeah,
they still do music. But their old music was great. Their first album, I think it was their first album, was fantastic. The one with Sex on Fire.
Yeah.
That album was great. I loved the whole thing. But I put it on, and then I heard a song that I'd never heard before, which came from a later album. The song's called Pyro, and it's really good. It's just a lot of their songs, when I listen to Kings of Leon, are like, these are the songs you sing to in the car. Like, that's the kind of music they have. It's like, you could just like belt it out and sing their music, and you're just like, yeah. They're just, I don't know. Something about Kings of Leon. I like them. They're still around. Give them a listen. But Pyro by Kings of Leon, that's the song I'm going to do. And guys, I think that is going to be it for today. We're going to get out of here. This has been a great show. We'll figure out next week when it gets here, and I'll keep everybody in touch over the weekend, depending on how all hell breaks loose or not, and if we are in the froze zone speak of. So, but everybody have a great weekend, and be safe out there if you were in the band of
the path.
The path of
reckoning
stuff. So all right, guys, y'all take it easy. We'll see you soon. Later
guys.
Bye-bye.
I'm complex and I'm deep. I react spontaneously to people who want to figure me out. I'm not going to let anybody figure me out per se.